must have shifted. I don't know.
And the only thing I would be looking forward to is always the desserts. Brownies.
Okay, it's working great. So I'll change this real quick. Give me a second here. We're going to change it real quick. No, not yet.
Decade. A 1 plate out of 5.
1 plate out of 5?
Yeah. I'm so underwhelming.
You know what? I'm gonna give this a 1
C3 E 11.
I'm just not that impressed by this.
Yeah, this is what happens when you try to save money. Well, let's hope the 90s get just a tad bit better.
I really hope so.
Let's find out.
We made it to my favorite decade, 1990, where NSYNC was formed. A plane ticket cost $245, and this is what
JULY July.
I saw a significant increase in customers, which meant they had to serve all the food in a timely fashion, and they would actually serve McDonald's to save on cooking and reheating time. So in the night.
Okay, we're gonna watch Outback Truckers finish up season 3 of Outback Truckers. We got like 3 more episodes to watch, and we're gonna do it right now. So season 3, episode 11 run now. So yeah, we're gonna finish Outback Truckers. So yeah, Outback Truckers gonna finish it up. We got 3 more episodes to watch, so we're gonna finish them up right now. So get ready for that. So yeah, we're gonna do that in a minute. Our phone buzzed.
Crispy chicken is from a taco place. This crispy chicken is from a taco place.
So I'll be ready in a second. So yeah, we're gonna do it right now.
From your taco place, it's also a chicken place. It's also a taco place.
So give me 1 second, please. We'll start in a second. I'm gonna get some shorts on. Okay, now we can do this video. I have some shorts on, so we can do this video.
Cromwell brings a city to a standstill as he takes a $2 million delivery into the heart of Saturday night. Nobody sits up on a 5
Missed.
with ancient freight.
I don't want to do any damage to this one.
And turbos stuck in a marathon dirt road dogfight.
But this is actually
Or turbo.
As his load, his truck upwards to Blakeney Point.
3:32 Melbourne time.
On the outskirts of Melbourne, heavy haulage expert Mark Cromwell is 30 minutes from disaster.
We have to be off the road at 4 p.m.
The 43-year-old's hauling a $2 million electrical switchroom. In 30 minutes' time, a 48-ton load must be off the road.
That's the state regulation.
If Mark can't reach his stopping point in time, he risks blowing a job he's planned for months, running up delays worth tens of thousands of dollars.
We've got 36 kilometres to go.
Mark's journey began in Adelaide, South Australia, a day and a half ago. The destination, the metropolitan glamour of Melbourne in Victoria.
Outback truck in the big city. Just have got me crocodile too.
On this run, Mark's
Yeah, I'm
travels
just
the
gonna
wide open spaces of the outback for narrow city streets.
Yeah, we're just gonna leave the way it is. If we do more stuff, we do more stuff. We don't do more stuff, we don't do more stuff. But yeah, we're gonna do this real quick to have some fun. So I'm reacting to Outback Truckers episodes 11 through 13. Finish up season 3. If you got things to say, put in the chat, I'll read it.
Switchroom will help power Melbourne's historic train network, the largest in the world.
Wow.
Split it up to get it to fit in to the site that it's going to.
While Mark hauls the main 35-ton structure, second driver Brad will carry a second 13-ton unit.
It's all about safety. Make sure you're around for the next one.
The 730-kilometre run's been planned to the minute.
Yeah, I mean, got time there, please.
With Mark's 4 p.m. curfew looming,
It is 3:37.
one slip now could bring the whole operation down like a house of cards.
The pressure is unbelievable. Is this the service center, the one in a kilometre?
Yeah, mate, that's it. There you go.
That's convenient. Halfway there.
Yeah, well, we just made it.
While one major challenge is behind him, the next is monumental. In 9 hours' time, Mark and Brad are scheduled to take the switcheroo on the last leg of its journey into the beating heart of a city of 4.5 million people.
1 o'clock in the morning on a Saturday night, anything for that.
It's the only time the massive load is allowed on cramped city streets.
Wow.
But as they prep the trucks to roll out, troubles roll in.
Look at those trees, though, that might be a bit windy for the cranes, I think.
If bad weather hits, it could blow away any chance of craning the massive switcheroo off their trucks, leaving the $50,000 job facing huge delays.
I've got that feeling we could be parked here for a week.
As night falls, weather worries are building,
Hello, I'll bring up one out of 3
and at the job site, radio silence. One of the biggest runs of his career is less than an hour away. But with no word if it's no go, Mark faces one of his biggest failures.
8 o'clock right now. We're looking
In
at time.
the small town of Warwick, Queensland, heavy
Well, good.
haulage expert Yogi is about to begin a classic journey through 120 years of history. He's arrived to pick up the first of 4 pieces of precious antique freight bound for the other side of the continent.
It really is a piece of history. Yeah, 100%, yeah.
To their owners, all 4 loads are priceless and irreplaceable.
Yeah, at the end of the day, I wanted to stay on the track to get 4,000 kilometres. So it's like
First up is a harvester or header that's close to a century old.
counter value and stuff like this, you know.
The precious relic will have to be carefully lifted onto Yogi's truck.
And we'll get a crane out, you know, might be a bit easier than a rain. That's always the way of it, you know, like, yeah.
It's a tricky start to one of the biggest challenges of Yogi's 17-year career.
I have 3 drops in Katanning on a full load from the eastern states.
After the header comes a classic car, followed by a 1950s tractor,
Oh, you're unreal.
and finally a 100-year-old gravestone.
If it snaps in arm, you don't want half heads, no, yeah.
From Warwick, Yogi's marathon run will take him through Melbourne and Adelaide before heading home to Katanning, Western Australia. It's a massive 7-day trip, crossing 3 states and nearly 5,000 kilometres of bruising bitumen.
I wish Chris was still around this year.
But Yogi's given his word. His freight will arrive on time
I
and
make money.
in one piece. First, he must coax the antique header onto his truck.
It's all out to one side, not really where I want it.
To make things harder, the 3.5 metre wide machine's badly balanced.
Just want it centralised on the trailer. So with oncoming traffic, I'm not worried about anything. It's hardly there, but
The tough loading job needs precise skill,
bring the trailer in a bit. Try that, mate.
and nights falling fast.
I work in the dark. You miss stuff in the dark. So,
Just want to do that. I don't miss that.
oh. For as close as we can be on the edge, so I reckon that might have to do it.
With centimetres and minutes to spare, the header's on.
Jesus, got dark.
But the real challenge starts tomorrow,
You don't get paid to do after.
when the historic load faces 5,000 jarring kilometres.
Well, we've got loose bolts. I don't know if they're going to hold. What's going to maybe get the wind under it and fly off. I don't know.
If his antique freight can't survive the shake-up, a big paycheck and Yogi's reputation will be history.
There's a wave living on the bridge.
There's Turbo.
42 ton.
In North Queensland, long-haul trucker turbos reached a bridge too far. He's hauling $200,000 worth of giant mobile huts through the notoriously rough roads of the Cape York Peninsula. His 50-ton rig's too heavy for the section ahead.
I could go on my car. I was trying to get involved.
But this detour looks like it was hacked from the bush yesterday.
I'm going to give it a go. I'm going to see how I go.
Turbo has no idea if the makeshift track can take the weight of his truck. If he gets bogged here, he could be stuck for days, blowing this deadline and risking weeks more work back home.
It's going to be quite hard to do.
Turbo left the northeastern outpost of Weeper 2 days ago, bound for a mine near the small town of Blackwater. To make it this far, he's fought a running battle with diabolical dirt and intense heat.
I'm just about ready to pass it. My head's now spinning.
Under constant attack, his freight's in danger of falling apart,
Well, that's why I can't get in.
landing Turbo with a business-breaking damage bill.
I had shit tomorrow my tub. It's tournament, so yeah, it was just fun.
But now, things could really come unstuck as he takes his 37-meter-long rig down the perilous dirt bypass. Put a wheel wrong, and days' worth of pain will have been for nothing.
We're halfway across. Right now, all I care about getting off of this road. I was concerned and stressed, but it's all good. I always have faith in you, baby, don't I? Another 20 minutes. That's my day done.
Next morning, Turbo's got more trouble.
Motherfucking goddamn heap of shit!
A rubber seal on a brake booster has ruptured. It needs to be replaced.
Work under here.
The job will eat up time, but that's the least of Turbo's worries.
Come on!
Inside the booster is a spring under enormous tension. If it's not handled with care, the results could be deadly.
If I don't do this right, that's going to fly off at a million miles an hour. Well, literally take your head off and kill you.
I'm serving breakfast menu at 1 a.m. It's disgraceful.
1 a.m. Mark Cromwell and Brad are waiting to find out if a critical run will be scrapped due to bad weather.
Pretty low. There's a bit of weather coming in as well, so it's getting pretty close to Melbourne.
They have 5 hours to deliver a $2 million electrical switch room 20 kilometres into the heart of Melbourne. If it's no go, the delays could cost a week and tens of thousands of dollars.
The call gets made by the crane company. No, there's no lift today, so it all just gets shut down at the last minute.
The whole job hangs on one phone call.
Yeah, oh, yeah, so long. Yeah, we go.
Channel 70, Mike?
So how's everyone doing this lovely morning?
This morning calls for sausagey, pancakey, Jimmy Dean griddle cakes.
I just mailed my marketing.
You mentioned your what?
I mailed my marketing with AI to create a hyper-personalized campaign in minutes.
I just MailChimp my orders by 7 times using real-time behavior data.
I just added SMS to my multi-channel marketing campaign.
Done. 9.
Now my ROI is through the MailChimp roof.
Let's stay on all day.
Wherever the road takes you, Chevy is ready to drive you forward with pure power unleashed and future-forward technology. Every path leads to new possibilities.
The noodles. Watching.
Together, let's drive.
Getting the green light, Mark and Brad can roll out on the high-pressure run.
Getting nervous. Better head in the town.
M-O-R-E.
A maze of tight streets, city traffic, and Saturday night revelers. But Mark's biggest concern is overhead. Train lines crisscross the city centre. Take one of these down, and Melbourne's transport network could be crippled.
A bit nervous. We're right near the power lines.
A crew's been booked to lift the train lines clear. But as the waters close on the city, Mark's phone is silent.
No one's run me. If we get there, they're not there. We're one and no return. Can't set the wreck, so.
Up ahead, he has another low-hanging headache to deal with.
I don't know how I'm going to move these trees.
The 5-metre tall load's in danger of tearing through a forest of tree-lined streets.
Yeah, we're going really slowly, mate, with these trees.
To protect the switch room, Mark and Brad must go slow. But with a 6 a.m. curfew, every minute lost is precious. As they inch towards the city, there's still no response from the tram crew. Mark's worried he'll soon reach the point of no return.
So where's their last spot if the trammies aren't there?
It's now impossible to turn the massive trucks around.
You've got nowhere really.
And to make matters worse, the trees have torn off a guardrail.
All that way, 1 kilometre to go.
Another hit could wreck the $2 million switch room. But going slower, and Mark will miss his curfew. He must choose, risk his load or his deadline.
This is the unknown here.
I risk the load.
In Queensland, Yogi's 5,000-kilometre Antex Roadshow is underway. He's en route to pick up the second of 4 historic pieces of freight, a 1950s classic car.
Oh.
Right now, it's a fragile 80-year-old Panda that's causing concern.
With what we've got on is a mini GMT. I don't want to break it.
Just a few kilometres into the run, there's a worrying sound.
Yes, when Black Mang, I don't know what it was, though. Maybe that's what it is.
The header's intact, but it's inching across Yogi's trailer. If he's not careful, the bumpy ride could shake it off his truck.
Uh-oh.
That did bounce that way. Yeah, look at it, you bit of a disaster.
While the load's soon tight, so is the road.
Follow spot.
Ooh.
It's out here.
Tight road. Ooh.
Highway and 3.5-metre wide load is a dangerous combination. Adding to Yogi's worries, a 37-metre double road train wants to get by.
Yeah, no, mate, that's steady.
The header's hanging way over the edge of his trailer, and the road's quickly narrowing. If it takes a hit, the irreplaceable machine could fall apart, and with it, Yogi's hard-earned reputation.
A little bit on edge. These corners are tight. I'm over nearly touching the rocks here.
With less than a metre to the sheer wall, the road train makes his move. Now Yogi's load and his life are in the other driver's hands.
Follow the road here, mate.
Turbo.
Well, that's bringing a tear to the eye.
In North Queensland, Turbo's performing emergency surgery on a broken brake booster. After days of bad roads and bad luck, he must get moving quickly.
Oh, I literally cannot go in a bit because I've got this brake assembly in pieces.
Or he'll miss his delivery deadline, risking thousands more dollars worth of work down the line. Replacing a ruptured disc is a tricky fix. Calling for patience. And finesse.
Apo here in a minute.
One mistake could be fatal.
If I don't do this right, I will literally have my face ripped to a million pieces.
Now comes the riskiest part. Releasing the brake from a spring under massive tension.
The day part or this part will look. That got a little bit close.
That was scary. I didn't see that. I didn't see that. That's scary.
Talk about it, the team, so I can get going with it.
He's back on the road, but the emergency fix has cost him.
I've lost just over half a day, so I'm really pushing against time. So about 200 k's of real bad dirt.
As an oversized load, he can't travel by night.
There's nowhere to pull up.
With 2 hours of daylight remaining, the race is on. But this road is a truck breaker. And ahead, a single-lane narrow bridge still under construction.
I've got to navigate this bendy bridge, and they've got half of it cut out.
Keeping all 42 wheels on the road is stress enough for Turbo. But there's another problem.
Overflows road train, southbound 17.
From the radio chatter, he knows there's another road train coming his way.
Last I heard it was at 12, and I haven't heard him since.
If he meets company on the one-lane bridge, both rigs will be in trouble.
And then we're royally screwed because neither one of us is back up.
As Turbo hits the bridge, there's barely room for one rig.
It's narrow, it's got sandy edges.
For two, it's a surefire route to a dead end.
Jagged it again.
Mark Cromwell is on a go slope to protect his $2 million switch room from a barrage of trees. With his deadline only 3 hours away, he must pick up his pace, or he'll bring Melbourne's tram network to a standstill.
They're going to turn the power back on for all the trams, and the city has to roll again.
But overhead, more trouble.
Have a look at this tree just before we get there.
He's already lost a skid rail, shielding the switch room from damage.
No, but it's going to tear everything off.
If he's to deliver, he'll have to risk it and push on.
Yeah. Oh, I'm going to lose everything once I go through here. Yeah.
Porch.
Finally, the trees are behind him, and ahead, good news. With the train crew in place, Mark's ready for the next challenge, avoiding the low-hanging cables that power the city's tram network. The whole network's been shut down for Mark and Brad.
The lines have been de-energised, but we still don't hit them.
And adding to the pressure,
When I spoke to them, I said it was the last time they had load down here, and they just said, no, we've never had load this high down here. No, they haven't gone.
a single mistake could cripple the city's tram network. Mark needs to keep one eye on the tram crew and the other on his front pilots.
Where's the front pilot going? I got left here.
Mark's missed the turn.
I thought I was going straight.
With obstacles in front and behind, and in a 25-metre-long truck, Mark's stuck in no man's land.
It's flying through here. It's really cool.
A double road train is bearing down on Yogi's antique-laden truck. With a sheer wall to the left and his load sticking out to the right,
Holy crap, well, that's going to be tight.
a mistake from either driver could be deadly.
Let's need to check some real quick, you guys. We're staying on.
Have a look at Jumpy there, actually. Yeah, that car wanted to just bounce the other on time. I did get a little bit of sugar.
Next on board Yogi's truck is a 1950s Vauxhall Classic car.
A Vauxhall?
It's a prized possession.
So it's a Chevy.
And its owner wants it delivered in mint condition.
Good job, mate.
While the loading is spotless, it's scratched 2 precious hours from Yogi's tight schedule.
The
just tune up time. Really.
I do a Holden.
It's a 680-kilometer sprint to Melbourne to pick up.
Taco Bell's new crispy chicken tacos and burritos.
Everything's working out perfectly, guys.
Then again, tortilla chip coating does give taco place. Then again, our sauces are perfect for chicken. So I guess we're a taco place that's also a chicken place that's also a taco place.
What a Vauxhall. That's why you should do a Chevy dealership. Technically, yeah. If I own a Vauxhall, I think it's a Chevy dealership. Instead, he can't fix it. It's Chevy. No, it isn't. Chevy, Holden are both technically part of Vauxhall, Holden, Opel, all UK, all GM.
There's more for you out there, and Google Career Certificates can help.
Pick up a 1950s tractor.
I hope we can get this on with what they've got down here. I don't want to do any damage to this one.
With a continent still to cross, Yogi can't afford to lose more time.
I wish I had my own channel. The channel is pretty good.
We want to be leaving it about a month there to get through Melbourne before the overslots there.
There's strict rules on driving oversize in the city. If Yogi's not loaded and clear of Melbourne by 4:30, he'll be stuck there overnight, risking his word to his customers. He's got 4 hours, if he can find his freight.
This one I get a little bit stressed out here, like we're about to turn into a street that I've got no idea what's in here.
On the narrow maze of back streets, Yogi's 19-meter-long truck is running out of room.
I'm actually trying to find the joint here.
There's no time to spare. Yogi's only hope? Call the customer for help. With the whole job at stake, no one's home.
Yes, I have got a little bit of concern.
Turbo's squeezing his 50-ton road train over a half-finished bridge. There's barely room for one rig, let alone 2. And there's another coming Turbo's way.
This is going to be fun at this bit of a section here.
If he meets it now, both trucks will be trapped with no way of reversing off the narrow road.
I'm professional at this.
He's clear. Just in time.
That's a little blind spot for the window.
But straight away, Turbo wishes he was back on the smooth concrete of the ridge.
Corrugations.
Really bad freaking corrugation.
No matter how slow Turbo goes on the rough road, his truck and freight are paying the price.
That air conditioner's starting to pop out now. This stuff. I face all the time.
And there's more trouble under the $200,000 load.
You're kidding me. That is designed for lifting and tying off of.
The bars securing the 20-ton hats are bending under the relentless pounding.
Well, they've only got a weld there.
If they break, the load could come crashing off Turbo's trailer, handing him a damage bill he can't afford.
The rest of the way on this road, I'm taking it easy.
To keep his freight intact, Turbo must drop to a crawl.
Corrugation's getting more and more severe, so I've backed it right off. These buildings are just playing havoc.
Nightfall's fast approaching, and with it, Turbo's oversized curfew.
I reckon I've got 20 minutes of light.
It's a slow-motion race to get off the punishing dirt before dark, and the road's fighting him for every metre.
That is crash.
There goes the AC unit.
It's a $700 air conditioner, broken off completely. With 20 minutes till dark, Turbo can't stop. He must get his battered freight off the dirt while he still can.
I might be able to go forward and back into there.
Mark Cromwell is stuck on a narrow intersection in the middle of Melbourne.
He's got my left.
To get out, He'll have to make the mother of all 3-point turns, or he'll bring the heart
There
of
goes
the
a squirrel.
city to a grinding halt. In a rig twice the length of a bus, it's a maneuver that will test his skills to the limit.
That's pretty intense, really. Some people can't do a 3-point turn in the car, let alone a ride like that. Under that sort of pressure, pretty impressive, really.
Wow, that is hard.
Face the biggest challenge of their run, navigating beneath overhead train lines.
Jesus, Toto, that's for sure.
A single error now could take out a network that carries nearly 500,000 people a day.
500,000 a day?
So the switch room can pass under the power lines. A team of electricians must raise them one by one. But the weather's turning ugly, and progress is painfully slow.
Probably take us half an hour to go 500 metres.
The network's due to go back online in just 2 hours' time.
I'm not going to knock them out of their perch, am I? On the left.
There's just centimetres of clearance. The whole team can't afford the slightest miscalculation. As they pass under the cables, it's critical Mark and Brad stay together.
Around 2, 3.
Mark depends on Brad's expert eyes to guide him. He'll need it when they are low.
Get that tail sweep.
But at the next intersection,
Mark's stuck in the intersection of William and Latrobe.
Brad's too tall to pass under the lines. He'll have to wait for extra help, costing Mark his wingman. With 2 hours to a deadline, Mark's running out of time. Now, he'll have to go it alone.
Sorry, guys, if you like that bag, let the truck just idle its way through it.
Turbo's desperate to get off a truck-crippling road before dark.
Climb the bird, when we come onto the track, and turn to absolute.
His rigs barely survived the treacherous surface by day.
So back and right off to minimise anything else happening.
The last thing he wants is to spend the night.
Going to be extremely close. Thank God for that. Get off this track, go to the park today, and have a shower.
Next day, the dirt is finally behind him, and Turbo can haul in his blown-out schedule.
I'm within an hour of delivery time, which is good.
But after yesterday's punishment, his truck's still paying the price.
I just get headbeats back for the control valve. My line's got a hole in it or something.
Turbo's brake lines are leaking air. No air means no brakes.
That's all the dirt, the gets into it, everything.
It's too dangerous to go on, but with his delivery due in an hour, the fix needs to be quick. Despite Turbo's handiwork, the problem's worse than he thought.
Hey, that's up.
After days of pain and damage, the Turbo blowing his deadline would be the final straw. Yogi's lost in a maze of Melbourne backstreets with no sign of his customer.
Oh, mate.
If he's not clear of the city in 90 minutes, he'll risk a deadline he's staked his name on. Time's almost up.
I need some more numbers.
Then,
Yeah, Jesse,
Yes, Yogi. Just I mean, Chris. Chris Drive. Whereabouts are you guys? Right, yeah. I kind of think we're in the wrong place. We're looking for cheaper imports.
With his oversized curfew looming, every minute is critical. Finally, Yogi's found the vintage 1950s tractor.
Nice.
Like the rest of his freight, it's a valuable piece of the past. But there's a problem.
This old tape there, I'm
Yogi isn't sure the unique load will fit on his packed trailer.
running a lift really probably won't crack it this, so it's not even steady there, right? Steady, steady. Hang on a little bit more, mate. A bit more if you got it, mate. Just hold him there, come. Oh, fits, eh? Millimetre perfect.
With minutes to spare, the tractor's on. And Yogi's off. His last pickup on his massive trek is 730 kilometres away in Adelaide, South Australia. It's also the most precious of all, a 100-year-old headstone, destined for its final resting place in Western Australia.
It's great parents. He's taken it out of the Adelaide Cemetery.
So it's book your next.
So a headstone. Put in the boot of the car.
So it's resort.
Time for me to tell you this. In a couple weeks, we got a special video coming up. On the 20th of July, we got a video coming up. On the 25th, we got a video coming up. So, yeah.
It's Hillshire.
I got something to tell you guys real quick.
Not sure if you saw the news, but Fox News is claiming President Trump is declining in the polls. President Trump responded and says Fox News polls.
I'll tell you in a second, but I got some good news to tell you. July 20th, we got a video coming out. July 20th, I'm making videos. Okay, hey guys, before I forget, on July 20th, we got something coming up. July 25th, we got something coming up. So that's two things coming up. That's all I can tell you guys at this time. And something in September's coming up. So we got 3 things coming up in a little bit. So yeah. Also, we got some other things coming up. So we got 4 videos coming up, guys. Technically, we tell you got 4 videos coming up. 2 I can confirm in July, and 1 in September. That's all I can tell you. Maybe. Depends. If I'm working by that, depends on my work.
We're aiming for there.
Damaging a beloved piece of family history would be unthinkable.
I've got a little bit of side shift to the front if you want it.
But with Yogi's trailer full to bursting,
Nah, you might have to just tilt it forward a little bit.
there's no margin for error.
Side shift to the front if you got it. Yeah, tilt back a little bit. Don't have to do much more. Just try to get on the other side of that timber.
We got 4 items.
Good job.
At last, Yogi's set for home.
Let's punch this big horse in the westbound direction.
As he rolls through Western Australia, he's into his 7th day of the Marathon Antiques Roadshow. He'd love nothing more than to see his family.
Well, why go home on if they've entered the queue?
But first, he has 3 historic drop-offs to make.
Everyone wants their parade on today or on a Sunday. No big one.
First, it's the classic car, where owner Ainsley is watching like a hawk.
You're on that rocker panel.
After a grueling cross-continental run, Yogi's almost running on empty.
Let's go back nice and steady. I'll watch that on the side there.
There's no such thing as steady on this one, buddy.
But if he loses concentration now, 7 days of hard grind could be ruined in a heart.
Put it down. Put it down. Down the whole up.
A crucial part of Turbo's brakes has failed, just 50 kilometres and an hour from his delivery.
I'm going to bypass this valve. Regulates the air for the brakes.
If he can't fix the leaking valve fast, all he'll have to show for days of pain is a blown deadline and a beaten up truck.
It's going to work, trust me.
It's not pretty, but a patched up bypass is all Turbo can do.
You got no other choice, then you got to do what you got to do. Oh, done. Sort it out. Right now, it's time to move.
There's barely 40 minutes till deadline. He'll have to put his foot down and hope the fix holds.
It's a temporary bypass to get moving, so I don't have to risk it wildly right.
But Turbo's not the only one in a hurry. A flatbed truck is desperate to bounce. With a narrow road and steep drops on either side, it's a dangerous move.
You always come off second best for one of these.
He's risking his and Turbo's life.
Yes, Tom, check it.
But this driver won't wait. And in the distance, another rig heading straight forward. If he can't get by quickly, Turbo will have to slam on the same brakes he's just patched up.
I'm not prepared to kill myself for anyone. He was halfway down the trailer trying to overtake me while there was a truck coming the other way and almost caused a bloody head-on accident.
While the road's clear, Turbo's
my phone's popping.
If he's to make it, he must keep pushing to the line.
Dirt.
I'm getting close.
With minutes to spare, he's made it.
We've just found our destination. These buildings come off here. 2,500 kilometres. I'm happy.
Turbo's taken a beating, but he's here on time. Over the last 4 days, he's fought tooth and nail to keep his truck and freight from falling apart.
I'm here at the destination. They're loading.
But for this outback trucker, the road never ends.
Nothing low down. Here, I head on into my next one.
Time to get back on the dirt.
We're missing the back of the truck, eh?
Yogi's offloading a precious 1950s classic car.
Yes.
One tiny mistake now is all it takes to ruin 7 days of hard work. With owner Ainsley watching on, it's a nervous 100-metre trip to the garage.
Good to go out? There's no sneaking with this. It's all or nothing.
Finally, Ainsley's pride and joy is home.
Oh, Paul, you got it here at one side, face that.
That finished.
Done, 2 to go. Next, it's the beloved 100-year-old headstone delivered to its final resting place.
The old great-grandmother, returning to Western Australia. Yeah, after 100 years. Well, this is the spot. Nice. I reckon we should just stand it here somewhere. Keep the family history alive. Yeah, sure.
13 years I've been driving trucks. It's the rarest thing I've got.
I'm looking at everybody else, Yogi. For you and we look after them.
With a very special delivery complete, Yogi can head to his final drop-off.
And that's the header and the farm or tractor. So at the end of the trip, I've got to be the most delicate I'll be.
Adding to his stress, Yogi's also promised his family he'll be home for dinner.
We get it off today, and I'm home by 5 o'clock at the latest. You know, better feeling.
At a remote farm, owner Lindsay is eagerly awaiting his treasured antiques.
Yeah, they're lovely clean.
But while it's the final unload, it's also the toughest. With no crane to lift the precious freight off Yogi's truck, the tractor and header will have to be rolled off.
The trickiest bit with this is just going to be the unload. I can back up to a bit of a handbag.
In the middle of a paddock. First, it's the 1950s tractor.
Put yourself in a dandy.
Easy. One down, but the one to go is the real header.
Yeah, I'll be very gentle.
The fragile header's wheels are just millimeters from the edge of Yogi's trailer. One slip and a piece of history could become a pile of scrap. The header's taken a hit. But they're in luck. There's no damage. At last, Yogi's 5,000-kilometer Antiques Roadshow is done.
Mate, I'm stoked. I absolutely wrapped up. You've done a good job, and I appreciate you waiting.
It's been a monumental trek through the heart and soul of Australia.
Oh, you're unreal.
But after taking care of business,
Roll in home and have a nice shower.
Yogi's finally home and can take a load off with his own precious treasure.
What are you going to do? They go all right. I'm going to have to do another one of those 3-point turns.
Oh, that's gonna suck. And a
In the
3-point
heart of
turn.
Melbourne, Mark must cover the last kilometre of his epic run alone.
Variety of the wires to keep going.
He's lost his wingman Brad, a vital second pair of eyes to guide him through a hazard-packed city centre.
I'm touching right in the back.
As Mark reaches the tricky drop-off, he'll have to manoeuvre his 25-metre-long rig under a giant crane without his experienced guide.
Yeah, we're going to sort of go on a slight ding and I might just make it.
With city traffic halted and his curfew looming, the pressure is on.
You just watch that left, mate.
In the pouring rain, Mark needs total concentration. Above him are heritage-listed trees he mustn't damage. Below, a wet, slippery road.
My wheel's straight.
Put one of his 48 tyres in the wrong place, and months of work and millions of dollars could be ruined.
That van one in the way, just would have pulled all the way up there and just gone straight back. Keep coming, keep coming, keep coming, keep coming, keep coming. Hold your way down. Careful, careful, forward.
Mark's got it. Just as Brad arrives.
On the mate. No, it looks like it's unloaded. Must be nice.
Keep going.
Time for Mark to be wingman.
Yeah, that'll do.
With the second unit delivered, the boys can finally relax.
20 past 4 and we got near in the end, we just had to split up and change the plan a little bit and on the run. Everyone just jumped in and it's there.
Over 2 days of sky-high pressure
Oh my God.
and low-down deadlines,
We have to be on the road at 4 p.m.
Mark and
Okay,
Brad
that's-
freight through 2 cities
I got left here.
and survived a wild night on the town.
Pretty excited now. Been a good trip.
Yeah, episode 12.
Feeling good.
Yeah, episode 12.
Here I am, field trip chaperone. Before preventing migraine.
I just want to make some more money for you. I just like doing this for fun.
On Outback Truckers, ticker driver Sharon Collins
There's roller coaster.
battles rocks and roadblocks to move a copper mountain.
Topsy Peachy.
Sludge tries to keep a truck full of flammable liquid and a brand new home on wheels from a road to ruin.
You ready to put the brakes on?
Mobile butcher Larry Brewer
We've got another unit on this in Australia.
is on a mission to save his meat
Sneak and pop, dust and flies.
from the heat. For Sharon Collins, keeping her whites white and her colours bright is a constant battle. In Cloncurry, in Australia's north, if the dust doesn't get you, the mud will.
There's no glamour in this industry at all.
38-year-old Sharon is a tip truck driver.
I do my job, and I do my job well because I love it.
Her job is to pick up ore from a mine site and then tip it at a processing plant. Sounds simple enough.
It's good.
Few men choose a life like this, and even fewer women.
It is hard on bodies, it's hard on machines, it's hard on gear.
I'm following you, Whistle. It's only 9 o'clock? It's not 9 yet. I'll leave out in a minute. What? What? We're outside, aren't we? We're outside, go outside. Okay. Let's do episode 12 in a second. I just want to double check the weather report. So it's supposed to start raining around noon. That's what it says. So, okay. We got
In Australia, less than 1 in 50 truckers are women.
It's a tough life, but I'm a tough person. I need pressure, I need... I'm here because I love these big machines. They're absolutely impressive. Mate, they rock.
Sharon's run takes her from her base in Cloncurry to the Lady Jenny copper mine. Then she heads back into town to tip off.
so 100 miles.
To plant, it's a 160-kilometre round trip.
100 miles, that's it.
She drives 3 times a day, 6 days a week, for 7 weeks straight.
Wow.
I live, eat, sleep, and breathe trucks. Mate, I live in a truck yard. There's nothing else.
Today is Sharon's last day before she goes on break. And she's counting on a big one. Despite the forecast.
Had a look at the weather map this morning, and there are predicted showers in our area, so aim to get the 2 in before the storms start.
The 2 return trips will take 8 hours. But if there's too much rain, the dirt road into the mine will shut down. Sharon only gets paid while her trucks work.
When wheels don't move, money doesn't get made. I can't rack up hours, so I don't get paid either.
Sharon needs a full day's work to keep her head above water.
So the 200 mile.
Clouds ahead look ready to sink her.
I want to get out there quickly, so try and get in before the storm hits.
The further she drives, the darker it gets.
What's wrong, baby? What's wrong, baby?
It looks like it's from here to the end of the earth.
On the outskirts of
You need your ears done, don't you?
AKA sludge, is hard at.
Better? Better? What's happening down, Whistle?
Time for some work.
Gas man.
Sludge is gearing up for another outback mission. Hauling fuel to the remote corners of Western Australia.
Fuel is everything. No fuel, no power, no nothing.
Carting 50,000 litres of flammable liquid across some of the roughest roads in the land isn't for every trucker.
Drive a mobile bomb.
But sludge is a rare breed.
I like anything that's dangerous.
The 6'6" native New Zealander has been driving trucks for as long as he can remember.
I've been trucking basically my whole life since I was in Nappings.
The harder the load, the longer the truck, the bigger the grip.
I thrive on more trailers the better.
On this trip, Sludge gets to grow his 27-metre double road train to a 36-metre triple.
You're about that far this way.
With this, a brand new caravan worth $80,000.
Roger up. No. Go forward. One. Hang on.
Sludge needs to deliver it by tomorrow and in showroom condition.
Yeah, it was a bit of a bluster. We probably don't want to scratch it.
He needs to strap it down right for the rough road ahead.
Right on. You want them a bit looser on the corrugation so they move a bit. Because corrugation shapes the out of everything.
Okay, we're on episode 12. We're almost done with that.
Sludge needs to juggle his normal fuel deliveries. And he's just had one more urgent customer added to his list.
Ooh.
I had a fuel on Saturday.
A remote roadworks crew are out of diesel and can't work until Sludge gets to them.
They need fuel for first light in the morning.
From Perth, Sludge will push north to Murchison Settlement before heading 250 kilometres off the beaten track to find the roadworks crew. It's a 2,000-kilometre round trip across some of the most punishing...
Oh, that alligator or crocky? Or a Gila monster?
No rain. It's just solid ground. It's brutal.
Sludge has to get moving. He's got 24 hours to make multiple fuel drops and a special delivery.
Just got to hope you get to the other end without any damage.
But 200 k's out of Perth,
Yeah, copy the right train, mate.
Sludge gets the call up all truckers trip.
Yeah, mate, got you.
Yeah, something just off the back there on your right hand side.
Right, you don't know what it was.
I was hitting sparks when I hit the ground, I'm not too sure, mate.
Yeah, mate, thanks. Right after the dark, you never know.
Sludge's worst fear is that the caravan is damaged. When it comes to meat, Larry Brewer knows his chops. He's been a butcher for over 30 years.
Wow.
And he's carved out a good living.
And my mum always used to say to me, Barry, remember one thing, people always have to eat.
But this Perth butcher had a secret dream.
Being very passionate about trucks.
He wanted to be a trucker. 3 years ago, Larry followed his dream and took the biggest gamble of his life.
Meaty.
He sold his butcher shop, bought a truck, and hit the road.
A lot of people said, "You're mad."
Mobile butcher.
They just all shook their head.
Oh, that's neat.
You've got a great shop. Why do you want to sell it? It's, well,
A mobile butcher?
Wanted to be a trucker. 3 years ago, Larry followed his dream and took the biggest
Meaty.
gamble of his life. He sold his butcher shop, bought a truck, and hit the road.
a lot of people.
Northwest Express. Mobile butcher. That's interesting. You don't see it every day.
They just all shook their head.
I definitely need to watch this episode with my mother.
This truck is one of a kind. A mobile butcher's shop with all the trimmings.
We'll set up, it costs over $500,000, which sounds a lot of money, but an old boss always said to me, Larry, you've got to spend money to make money.
Now, Larry takes his meat on the road, plying his wares in towns too small or too remote to have their own butcher.
Once a month.
Oh, okay. Makes sense. Some post offices are like that.
From Perth, Larry heads north, deep into the Pilbara.
Some towns upstate don't have post offices.
Around a massive 4,000.
So a mobile post office comes around.
It's a marathon meat run, slicing through country notorious for the longest heat wave in history. Here, the mercury broke 100 degrees Fahrenheit for 5 months straight.
Bloody hot out there.
This is a place where heat and meat
100 degrees Fahrenheit. Damn.
Dust and flies.
Keeping his meat cool is an enormous undertaking. Larry depends on multiple refrigeration systems. Inside his custom 45-foot trailer is a freezer, a chiller, 3 fridge cabinets, and 2 air conditioners.
Damn!
Before breakdowns, your equipment has to be right.
If any one unit fails, Larry's $100,000 payload of meat could start going bad.
Refrigeration breakdown in 40 degrees, yes, it would cost you.
40 degrees centigrade. Damn.
Larry bear the load is Master Butcher Graham and young apprentice Sane.
Apprentices, you're gonna love them.
But for these 3 butchers, the biggest challenge is the one they can least control: getting customers in the door. To make any money, Larry will need to move nearly all of the stock on board. 10 tons of meat.
Got a bit of meat there, so we want to make sure we get rid of it all.
Oh, you also eggs.
Time to get this shop on the road.
Welcome to my way.
What lies ahead is an immense challenge, especially for rookie trucker Larry with just 3 years' experience.
In the early days, I thought, geez, it's how am I going to do this?
He faces 8 days of hard trucking and hard selling in the most hostile marketplace.
It looks like it's from here to the end of the earth.
Tipper driver Sharon Collins is racing a thunderstorm to a remote copper mine.
Trying to get in before the storm hits.
If these
A strip for every dip. Get 17.
I'm tired, but I gotta do this video.
Reaching your financial goals can feel impossible. Credit Karma gives you personalized guidance to improve your credit, savings, taxes, and more, so you can find your way to money. Intuit Credit Karma. Karma you can count on.
I'm gonna giggle. Okay.
Don't say that.
I remember we were, and then I was like,
You're not gay, you're straight.
Huh? You has GLP-1 meds now?
Yes, you know.
At least you're not me. If you were I was, that'd be nice.
Yeah. GLP-1s. Starting out.
You're at the post office, so stop talking about bullshit.
That's Noom Smart. Noom, the smart way to lose weight.
I use MailChimp my marketing.
You mentioned your what?
I MailChimp my marketing with AI to create a hyper-personalized campaign in minutes.
Oh yeah? I MailChimped our way to more revenue using predictive segmentation.
No MailChimp way.
That's MailChimp in the way.
I just mailed and approved my order.
Oh, it's only 9 o'clock.
Real-time behavior data.
It's only 9 o'clock. We're doing pretty good.
these clouds unload, the road will turn to mud. Sharon's truck will get grounded, and she won't make money.
I need the truck running. The tires don't go around. Money doesn't get made.
I wish I could make some more. I wish I could actually make a few bucks on this channel, but you know, it's gonna come eventually.
Lucky for Sharon, she only caught the edge of this thunderstorm.
So once you go through the storm and come out the other side, it might not be that deep.
Sharon makes it to the start of the dirt road into the Lady Jenny copper mine.
Trying them down, Lady Jenny front strip. It's just got some splits that you have to be careful on.
Ahead lies 20 kilometres of jump ups,
It's got a couple of hills that have got a bite to them.
blind corners,
It is roller coastery.
and creek crossings.
Trying about Sandy Creek.
Not the kind of road you want to haul a rig as long as a 17-story building.
Trying them down at the creek. Welcome to Lady Jenny. And she's pretty impressive.
Time to load up. Going in the back, 73 tons of oil. Sharon's truck now weighs more than the space shuttle.
Thanks, mate. See ya.
With that much rock on board, she'll need to nurse her rig on the drive out.
Well, it's true, you don't want to start skidding because then you're just
Tomorrow, I'm gonna do tomorrow working. So yeah, today's just a normal day. Still though, that's pretty neat. A mobile meat market, that's pretty neat.
The warning comes too late. A tire's blown.
There you go. Well, it's only one.
Dust and grit have worked their way into the wheel,
This is very hard on
locking the 55.
I'm glad I'm working tomorrow to the zoo.
Tight. Sharon is 3 hours into an 8-hour job. If she doesn't change this tire soon, she'll only have time for one load, slashing her paycheck.
Oh, let's see here. I'm still watching this, guys. We should get the
Seriously?
But after 30 minutes of bruising struggle, the only thing coming undone is Sharon.
Tomorrow's gonna be great. Tomorrow will be okay for me, which is good.
On a lonely hike, 200 kilometers north of Perth, tanker driver Sludge is carefully picking over his load. Another trucker has alerted him to something flying off the back of his truck. He's worried it's part of the $80,000 caravan. The straps tying down the rear of the van are gone.
It could have actually rolled down off the trailer backwards, and just disappeared straight off out into the bush.
Two legs he was using as tie-off points have broken clean off.
So there's the legs that we had them tied up round. Someone's done a bird weld and just let go. Now we've got to work out how to tie this baby now. There's nothing left to tie it on.
It's already late, and Sludge can't afford to sit here long.
I don't want to be here all night. I'd sooner be just roaring up the road making a mile. All right.
He needs a quick fix, but one that can stand up to 500 kilometers of rough road.
One night not. That's all right. We'll carry on and see what happens.
Carry on my way to Juju.
It's after midnight by the time Sludge makes it to his stop-off.
Long day, but anyhow, we got there.
Finally, he can relax and let it all hang out.
Just check the van and make sure it's nice and tight. It looks good. It hasn't moved since last night, so hopefully we won't have too much trouble with that today.
Sludge has a big day ahead, and he's looking to save every precious minute.
And just for beautifying, what a bush dust in it this morning. It's a shame the road wasn't there.
He's reached the end of the bitumen.
Dirt only.
Bush, dry scrap.
But on the road, bone-shaking corrugations.
I wish I had my own TV stick. I wish my YouTube channel would be good.
Sludge has 100 kilometers to go before he can unload the caravan.
I think this more stuff.
Last week it was double the roughness.
And he's nervous.
Wait a minute, the scraps on the caravan coming loose on these corrugations because it'll just rattle the out of it.
Shake loose, and the showroom caravan could quickly become a worthless heap on the side of the road.
We've not done the unit like this in Australia. We're sort of the guinea pigs.
Pioneering butcher trucker Larry Brewer is one day into a 4,000 kilometre long trading run through the heart of Western Australia.
At the moment, 260-kilometre stretch of absolute nothing. Oh, you try and have a conversation and listen to music and think about things.
As the road opens up, Larry's thoughts turn to the sad circumstances which led him here.
You've got a picture here of my youngest son. He's given me the drive to do what we're doing here. He was only 13 when he passed away, so that's when I decided to sell the butcher shop and do something I love. I'm doing that right now, so in the picture of the cat there, he's on the road with me. So. One for him.
I wish it could be. Oh, that'd be funny as hell if I did that.
After 1,200 kilometres, Larry is approaching the mining town of Newman.
This is our first stop for trading, so yeah, pretty tight today.
With the nearest butcher shop over 600 kilometres away, Larry's hoping the locals will come in droves.
Coming to see you later today? Yeah, we're here about 3:30, mate.
Inside the shop, the boys are gearing up.
Getting all set up now, ready for them to come on board at 9 o'clock.
But outside, things aren't going to plan.
It's nearly up to 50 degrees already.
The generator supplying power to the entire shop is dangerously hot. A cool mist needs to be sprayed over it, but these nozzles are bone dry.
Yeah, the temperature's too hot. You like a compressor? That's probably about $4,000 there.
But the knock-on effects of losing the generator could cost much more. No power means the shop can't operate. But most crucially, it means all of the chilled meat in the fridges will start to warm up.
It's really important keeping these cool to operate the meat cabinet when we sell the meat.
At 50 degrees, it's a matter of minutes before the generator overheats.
The program to come on. Yeah, bastard.
If Larry can't find a solution, the entire butcher shop will be shut down before it's even opened its doors. In the sweltering heat of northern Queensland, Sharon Collins is wrestling with a 55-kilogram flat tire. Dirt and dust have locked it onto the axle of her truck.
Might just get some between everything.
Today's Wednesday. You want to call him?
She's been at it for over an hour.
Nah, I'm not gonna call him. I might call tomorrow. Just text him, see who calls you. Okay, just text him. Okay, it's 9 o'clock. I'll just text him. Wow.
It's been a grueling work.
Someone said text him. I'm gonna text him.
Sharon 2 hours.
They're closing down, and then your 12-hour day turns into a 14-hour day.
DA 42.
Sharon makes it to the safety of the bitumen. But just as she thought her troubles were over,
My middle trailer is sitting out a whole lot further than normal.
one of Sharon's trailers is pulling to the right, dangerously close to the other lane.
You shouldn't see my second trailer at all.
If it gets any worse, it could clip an oncoming vehicle.
I know something's wrong, but I don't know why.
If Sharon's trailer is damaged, her paycheck and her day will end here.
These car guys just ran the and I never
Here she calls.
Sludge is stressing that his $80,000 caravan is slowly disintegrating.
I'd like to have windows in this.
He still has 100 kilometers to go, but for the sake of the van, he needs to slow down.
I'm already going to do 60, 70 kilometers an hour this rate. It's going to take really to get up there.
On top of delivering the caravan,
What fruit
Fruit
Yeah,
discrepancy.
Dan, I got the stuff
Partner
here.
hates cherries.
Where's the closest bakery?
Power tools give you the confidence to take on challenging home projects. With hundreds of corded and cordless tools and accessories, Power
I must not be a black idiot.
Caravan, Sludge has multiple fuel drops and a roadworks crew to find, all before the end of the day. Slowly but surely, Sludge has made it to Murchison Settlement.
Bloody couple hours late, but anyhow, shit happens, as they say. Hey, what's going on here?
Time to get this two-ton monkey off his back.
Right, let's see if we can get that wheel up. Come on. Oh. Come on. Jesus Christ. I wonder who's going to put back. Beautiful. One lovely day. That's good. It's nice to get it here in one piece and get it off.
If only everything was this simple. Sludge's next task is to fill up the Shire's tanks. But the only way Sludge can deliver his diesel
Toxic peachy. It's all seized up.
is through this jammed rubber hose.
Wonderfully pissed off.
Sludge's diesel is vital to his customers. They need it to run their vehicles, businesses, and even their homes.
If I can't get the hose reel out, I can't unload anything. So it's got to work. So no hose reel, no deliveries.
These things are made to test you.
Larry the Butcher is scrambling to stop his generator from overheating. Its cooling system isn't spraying water like it should.
Should be working. Water should be coming through, but it's not.
Larry needs a solution fast.
I'm just thinking there's air in the line.
He hopes that running water through the hose will clear any air out. Now, for the moment of truth.
There it goes.
A regular spray of water will keep the generator cool. With the shop fully operational, the boys can open their doors and hope for a flood of customers.
If we go back with any truck, Larry would be happy.
Sandals, 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 sandals.
But what they get is more of a trickle.
It's pretty quiet around the place here. What we miss out on here, we'll try and play catch up.
If the rest of the week goes this way, Larry will struggle to cover his payments on his $500,000 rig, let alone make a profit.
Today's train, yeah, pretty shit house. Probably our worst one there.
The boys are now heading to the town of Tom Price, 280 kilometres away. After a hard day in the heat, Larry needs to stay alert. Recent rains have made the grass grow, and it's drawing the crowd.
It's like a bit of greenery along the edge of the road, so yeah, they know where to go to get some tucker. But the young ones, yeah, they're sort of scatty, they don't know what they're going to do.
For a trucker with just 3 years' experience, it's a nightmare scenario. Cows, left, right, and centre.
It's a painful one. So I'll stitch that butcher up.
Then, the last thing he wanted to hear.
Keep your eyes peeled and get ready to put the brakes on.
If a half-ton beast hits his truck, it could stop his entire operation dead in its tracks. He could do with an extra set of eyes, but tonight he's on his own. Sharon Collins has made an emergency stop to check out a wayward trailer. She's worried the trailer's damaged.
I'm not happy with it. It looks abnormal.
With 50 kilometres of busy highway still left to drive and 73 tonnes of rock on board, Sharon can't take any chances.
Have a bit of a look, make sure nothing's broken. Nothing looks like it's broken,
But Sharon's still not happy.
I might just have a look where my load's sitting. It might just be the loads on one side.
Sharon's found the culprit.
There's some big rocks in there.
All 24 tonnes of it.
So there's nothing down your left-hand side, so everything's sitting sort of middle and right-hand side. And obviously the weight's just pulling the trailer out of alignment, so at least nothing's broken, but it'll just be a slow trip.
Sharon has little choice but to keep watch and hope the trailer doesn't swerve out any further.
We're going to tip off and see how she's coming back.
But soon, her concern is drawn away from her mirrors and towards the horizon. The black clouds she thought she'd left behind are now parked dead over where she needs to unload. And then the bad news she's been dreading.
Rats just takes me down, Cocktail's just shut.
There's been a torrential downpour at her drop-off point. The plant has closed its gates. Her plan for even 1 run today looks impossible. If Sharon can't unload, the truck's at a standstill and no one's making money.
No hose, real, no deliveries.
In outback Western Australia, Sludge's fuel hose is tying him up in knots.
The hose is starting to piss me off. We'll see if I can just maybe get a little bit of loosening out of it.
110 kilometres of dirt road has taken its toll on the reel of the hose. If he can't get this hose to release, his customers will face an energy crisis.
They need fuel for first day, like to get going again. I'm going to get a bit of grease and just put it in that bearing, just to see if I can help it out a little bit. Oh.
Hey, baby.
Sludge makes one last desperate play.
Put the throttle up on the truck and see if I can get a bit more hydraulic pressure out of this.
The hydraulics of the reel are powered by the truck engine. More revs might fix the problem.
That fixed it. Oh, look at that.
Oh, okay.
At last, Sludge can finish the job he started over an hour ago. But the hassles with the hose have cost him time he can't spare. Sludge is now 4 hours behind.
We're running way later than I thought. It'll turn tomorrow into a monster day as well.
He needs to make up time on his next drop. 90 k's down the road at Bellardi Station.
So 50 miles.
It's getting on for 5 now, so I don't want to be loitering. I've got a fair bit to do here.
He's under the pump.
There it is.
But out here, it's just plain rude if you can't spare 5 minutes to save it out.
How are you, mate?
And take the time to top up the boss's ride.
There's a shy president here, so I've got to look after him. So I'll pull his truck up. Down here, give him a docket, and we'll be gone.
Next stop to the stranded road crew. They now haven't worked for 2 days. Waiting on their diesel delivery.
I'm not waiting on us, that desperate.
Sludge is now 140 kilometres from civilization, up the darkest of dirt
Wow.
trails.
Never been out this one before, so it's a bit of a challenge at night when you don't know where you're going.
If Sludge is lost, the road crew will be delayed again.
Could have been out of here by now, unloaded and gone.
But in this pitch black, the crew could be just meters away, and he missed them.
The young ones, it's scary, you don't know what they're going to do.
On a dark outback road, Larry the Butcher is being besieged by beef. At 2.5 meters wide, he needs a lot of road.
Free beef.
Just pull it over, just do a couple of checks.
Larry hopes he hasn't hit a calf.
No roadkill hanging around. Didn't hit any, so that's a good thing. Pretty exciting for the night.
I thought you'd be selling kangaroo, man, not really beef.
It's an early start for the drive into Tom Price.
I like my channel, guys. I like running my channel.
Larry needs this to be a good day. But first, he needs a good hunting spot.
We tried to park there. That's the best spot for the trees and the main spot.
He's been picked at the post.
Sealers, as we call them, lead us to it.
This mobile vendor has taken a prime position.
That's been a bit quite early today.
We did know that they tend to come in on a Wednesday, so we try and make sure we're here nice and early.
By lunchtime, things outside are hotting up. But inside Larry's truck, it's a very different story.
So 100 degrees, 40 degrees centigrade is 100 degrees Fahrenheit. I did not know that.
At least Larry may have found one new customer.
What's really nice is the barbecue spirit marinade. We carry that. We're determined by just butchers, so we don't give in easy.
I like having YouTube channels, guys. It's fun stuff. I know no one's watching right now, but I don't care. I'm staying on for a couple hours just to hear. 10, 9, 10, 11, 12.
And ice cold milk.
Might stay on till noon. I'm not sure how. We'll stay on until the siren goes off. Until the sirens go off on the weather radio around 11 o'clock today. We'll stay on until then. Or until maybe we'll stay until 1. That's all we stay on for. We stay on for a little bit, guys. But yeah, I'm just staying on here for a little bit of fun.
Is on a mission to help people smile again. From cleanings and fillings to dentures and implants, we make dental care easy, affordable.
We cracked it at the end of the week. You're going to play the catch up.
The mobile butchers
Port Holland.
are heading to the coast, over 500 kilometers away. After 2 bad days of trade, the pressure is mounting for Larry.
If we have a good day tomorrow, that'll turn the trip around to break it even or make a profit.
If he doesn't start selling meat, he'll be stuck with a ton of it and a fast approaching use-by date.
Ooh.
With the heat, it can affect the shelf life.
Near Carafa, the desert winds are heating up.
That breeze is coming straight off the hot land, so you're going to get hot air. So you sure do notice the difference.
As Larry pulls into town,
downtown Carafa,
the news he didn't want to hear.
Northern WA and parts of the Northern Territory are expecting temperatures nudging 50 degrees as a heat wave that is the Australia Day long weekend.
That sort of heat will push the shop and Larry to break.
At the 120, that's over 120 degrees Fahrenheit.
Sharon Collins is stuck with a load of ore that she can't deliver. Heavy rain has shut down her drop-off point. If she's to make any money, she needs the plant to do her a favour.
And I know you guys have said no, but I see that big cloud out the back, and I'm just a bit worried about, not getting it off tomorrow either. Right, mate, I'll be in there within half an hour. Thank you very much. See you.
Sharon's got 30 minutes to get in and out.
I know. We're allowed in as quick as we can to get off before the storm hits, because she's a pretty big front, apparently. Pressure's on now.
The plant is still 4 kilometres away.
Oh, that's not bad.
Closer, she sees why they closed it. Sharon's truck is the first here since the downpour, making these uncharted waters.
Wow.
She has no idea if this road can take the weight of her 100-ton fully loaded road train.
We can get in, we can't get out. I love this channel, guys. I love you guys. Yeah.
We were skidding the whole way getting them trailers through. Road track from the Turkey's Nest to the crossroads. Kind of back from the crossroads to the bottom of the run.
She's made it to her drop-off point with time to spare. But then,
Wow. I don't go through that.
The challenge is not you don't know where you're going.
tanker driver Sludge is on a mercy dash to a stranded roadworks crew. But now is wondering if he's the one that might need saving.
I don't know where I'm going, so it's just slow and steady and all like that.
The crew's fuel tank should be 160 kilometres up this lonely dirt track.
100 kilometers.
I'll find a diesel tank on the back of a truck ready to load.
If he doesn't find it soon, he'll have to wait for daylight, delaying the road workers even more.
Not believe that we brought them along, but in here.
Then a sign he's close. Fresh earthworks.
Well, obviously I found where they're working on it, so
At last, he spots something.
yep, this is the one.
After a mammoth day, Sludge can finally complete his mission.
Let's do this. Let's get in here and get it done.
But filling this 26,000 litre tank is far from simple.
So we've just got to be careful with this tank here. It doesn't fill right to the top. We've got to hop up and put a hose in the top to blow to the last 3,000.
He pumps in as much as he can from the bottom. Now for the risky part, filling the tank to the brim with the last 3,000 litres.
I've just got to be a bit careful when I climb up here with hoses and stuff at night.
One slip now, and it's 15 feet down and 140 kilometres to the nearest hospital.
Because there's no one here to save my ass if I slip and fall off. Filling in this on the edge is always more fun. So thank God the boys will be right in the morning when they get here. It's been a bit of a push, but it's nice to know they've got it, and you know we've got it here on time for them.
At last, Sludge can call it a day.
Another day, another dollar.
Next morning, it's business as usual for the road crew.
I like the diesel field. I just flutter in there and drop it and flutter out the door.
Sludge, the unlikeliest of fairies, has struck again.
All the boys are on the road, so they're all fueled up. They're all driven. It makes you feel good when you're finished, knowing that everyone's right and everyone's got their fuel, and you can go away happy.
Hey, boss, hey, guys. No, I'm staying home today.
See how much effect that weather has.
It's crunch time for Larry the Butcher.
In today's the critical turning point.
All customer turnouts have put him in a deep financial hole. To climb back out, he needs to move a small mountain of meat on one of the hottest days of the year.
38 at 8 o'clock in the morning. 10 degrees to go.
But the heat isn't deterring the customers.
Morning, mate. How are you today? All right?
Oh, that flip flops.
As the day heats up,
45 at midday, so
there's a problem. An air conditioner is on the blink.
that one works really hard. Being so close to the rear door, just a hot air coming in.
To top it off, the fridge cabinets are heating up as well.
Doors have been opening and closing with the customers, cold air comes out.
With the air conditioner out, and with so many customers, the fridges are getting pushed beyond their limit. Larry has to fix this, or his meat could start going bad.
Great time when we flat out, but
The generator is struggling in the heat.
really working hard today.
Larry picks up the sprayers.
There's more water on it.
Steam.
But the temperatures haven't budged. He needs a stroke of luck. He gets a stroke of genius. Ice straight onto the generator.
I'll go inside and check that out. Okay. She's starting to drop, so it'll
He's done it. The ice will last long enough to carry the shop to closing time.
Let's hope so.
It's been a big day for the boys, but it's not until Larry rings out the till that they learn how big. The butchers have sold $20,000 worth of meat. They've broken their record for Karratha.
Wow.
They've broken even.
come in with the goods today.
Oh, that's good. They broke even. That's pretty good.
Larry lives to sell another steak, but tonight the meat's on him.
Cheers, boys.
What's the broke even? So that's not bad.
Cheers to us.
They broke even, so that's not bad. Mud City.
To within meters of a drop-off point, only to be confronted
Okay. Oh, that's one story. Okay.
with a minefield of mud. She had to plead to get in here. Now she's wondering if she'll ever get out.
It'll start raining soon, guys. So that's pretty good.
To unload 73 tons of rock, and she can't afford to get stuck. She needs to keep her wheels on and unload at the same time. But the more she moves, the more chopped up the ground gets. Two minutes to go, and Sharon's got one trailer left.
You get a little bit of money.
She's wrestled rocks, tires, and trailers to move just one load. But now, after 42 days of the same, she can finally take a break.
That's done. That's the last load. We're out.
Sharon's taken on some of the meanest trucking in Australia.
We'll just spin out in a little bit. Yeah, we're gonna stay on for a little bit. It's only 9:30, so we're staying on for a little bit.
And I think I do my job, and I do my job well because I love it.
A better job, a bigger salary,
So yeah,
a brighter future.
one more episode go, then we're done for season 3. They'll take a break. Don't do something else.
Now back truckers. Turbo's pushing his luck. And his truck, it's a very risky chance I'm taking, to the edge of reason. Scrapper Russell McDonough is dueling with the desert and battling breakdowns. That wasn't a lot of fun. Logging trucker Bob Fraser
It's all good. You start slipping down the hill.
tackles a mountain of timber
Oh, we're dangerous going down there.
head on. On the outskirts of Cairns in northern Queensland, long-haul
Turbo!
Turbo has his eyes on the skies.
Storm clouds there. That's the snot I'm getting into.
The 47-year-old is on a time-critical mission, delivering a load of building materials into the heart of the world-renowned Kakadu National Park.
Kakadu National Park?
Jamboree is smack bang centre.
Broke your wrist?
To National Park.
In Australia's torrid tropical north, the rainy season's in high gear. This is a time when most truckers are escaping the big wet. But Turbo's heading into the eye of the storm.
Because it's the wet season and it's flooding. Weather radar.
Hurt yourself, you burn yourself, Turbo.
Cyclone coming. Fingers, arms, and legs.
Oh, you burned yourself, Turbo. I didn't care. Let's see. You burn yourself?
Turbo's delivering a load of steel beams to Jabiru in the Northern Territory.
Jabiru?
2,800 kilometers away. It's a journey more than twice the width of Texas, and Turbo needs to do it in 3 days.
So, Texas times 2 in 3 days. Dang, that's
something Turbo could do with right now. He's nursing a badly bruised arm.
okay.
It was caused from getting tangled up with the chain.
Oh.
On this trip, Turbo will need all his strength. Ahead are flooded rivers and closed roads.
So you bruise yourself, okay? So yeah, guys, we're almost done with I'll bet truckers know this one else.
With a small transport business to keep afloat, getting marooned on this voyage could leave Turbo's business high and dry. After 16 hours on the road, he's reached the Northern Territory border.
Flooded.
The news isn't good. The main road to Jabiru is blocked. He has no choice but to try a different, more hazardous route. The dirt track of the remote Tablelands Highway.
Tablelands Highway?
It's a very risky chance on taking. My life and my rig.
Just a few kilometers in, and his first hurdle. A small creek, now a fast-flowing river.
Yeah, it's flooded. I'm trying to suss it out.
In Australia's tropical north, getting even close to the water's edge can be dangerous.
Crop infested. This is all crocodile infested right here. Little croc right there.
In the central Australian town of Alice Springs, Sultan of Scrap, Russell McDonough, is preparing his yard for a new load of old cars.
It's just not working. I hope the rest of the day is not going to be like this. If it is, I'll knock off early.
It's different. Russell's. You gotta close it up.
Made it his mission in life.
Ow! I put my zit on my ear. I put my butt off. I fart.
He scours thousands of square kilometers.
Yeah.
Recycling wrecked vehicles abandoned to the desert.
We're quite passionate about recycling things. And not just a cheapskate.
Russell's been asked to do an important clean-up job for an isolated bush community.
Chichikala, the town we're going to, is one tidy town of the year, second year in a row.
To help keep Chichikala tidy, Russell's heading from Alice Springs 118 kilometres south through harsh desert tracks.
They're expecting us, and looking forward to the clean-up that we will do, which helps keep that town the tidiest town in the territory.
Wow, the cleanest town in the territory.
The cycling rig is a 50-metre, 3-trailer road train packed with 50 tons of gear. But there's one piece of equipment Russell can't do without. His old trusted loader.
It's just so important on these jobs. It does everything.
But this will be the loader's last ride. Old Faithful is being retired.
Oh, that sucks.
Put in 8 good years of hard service, so.
To pull all of this gear, Russell will be relying on another Old Faithful, his 30-year-old truck.
It's got a peculiar starting system that works off air. It's out of air pressure.
Many of the truck's systems run on air. To start it, Russell will pump air from his other truck. It should be a simple procedure, but a vital hose fitting is missing.
Yeah,
It's either there or there, but unfortunately somebody is knocking it back.
Russell needs to get on the road, but without the correct hose fitting, he's going nowhere. The mercury is now approaching 40 degrees, and Russell's patience is pushing into the red.
It's just airline fitting that lives on that truck and has done for 6 or 8 years.
With the whole community depending on him to tidy their town, Russell's recycling mission has stalled on the starting line.
I fished. Ooh, I almost remember this last month.
In the rugged highlands of the state of Victoria,
I'm joking. I'm having fun, guys.
Fraser is on his way up a mountain.
Yeah.
And the bush, away from everyone. Good. Away from traffic. Really good.
Bob's in the logging game.
Save.
Third generation logger. My grandfather, he had draft horses in the bush. And my dad, he drove a log truck in the bush for years and years. Now I've been doing it.
It's Bob's job to transport freshly felled new growth timber from where it's been logged at Mount Anderson in the Victorian Alps to a sawmill 120 kilometres away.
So 70
Each
miles.
load is worth thousands of dollars.
So like 70 miles.
2 loads a day in down to Swiss Creek, the sawmill down there.
The tree processing crew work fast. Time is money, and logging boss Jace Ackroyd relies on truckers like Bob to move his ever-growing pile of timber just as fast.
If everything's going well and we're having a good run, 7, 8 loads. Adds up a few dollars at the end of the day.
Forestry and transport are two of Australia's most dangerous industries. Every day, Bob takes on steep, winding tracks and blind corners with 39 tonnes of swaying logs on board. The weather here is changeable, and the forecast isn't looking good.
It's supposed to rain soon too. So when it rains, we can't cart. It's too dangerous on the gravel roads.
Even a short shower could prove a bitter blow for Bob.
We don't make any money until you start carting the mills. We get paid per load, see?
If he can't complete his run to the sawmill, he and the logging crew won't be making money. He's in a hurry, but Bob must drive carefully.
Some of the switchbacks will be yellow.
Other logging trucks also use this narrow trail.
There's other log trucks coming towards you. Yeah, you have to find a safe place to pull over if there's enough room so 2 trucks can pass.
After a serious 2-hour climb up one of Australia's highest mountain ranges, Bob's made it to the logging site. Next, Bob has to transform his trailer. It's purpose-built for transporting timber.
Oh, that's neat.
With rain on the way, Bob's anxious to load quickly, but something's not right.
Yeah, we've got a problem with the scales.
The trailer's scales, which measure his load, are not working properly.
Tells you exactly how much weight you got on the back.
With tight industry regulations, Bob risks a big fine if he overloads his trailer.
I think it's $400 half a ton. That's right, we got too much money, it's a lot of money.
Light rain is starting to fall.
Is your cleanser actually stripping your skin? Try Olay Cleansing Milk, a gentle way to deep clean without the damaging sulfates found in some cleansers. Skin that feels soft, not stripped, in one wash, and improved tone and texture in 7 days. Holy Survey Monkey.
Wherever the road takes you, Chevy is ready to drive you forward. With
I'm glad Bob took it yesterday.
and
Champion.
future-forward technology, every path leads to new possibilities. Chevrolet, together let's drive.
Our family faces danger that has threatened our planet.
What is that? Get us out of here! Are we safe?
I don't know.
We are not giving up.
We will protect you.
Light him up, Johnny!
What's the plan?
Trust me.
Hey, that's a
That's a stupid plan.
Marvel Studios' The Fantastic Four. Rated PG-13.
Bob needs to get going.
Just that green one on right there.
But until he fixes the scales, the only thing loading up is the pressure. At a flooded creek crossing in the Northern Territory,
I like it.
for a sec. Turbo's glimpsed a menacing sight.
Crocs!
Little croc right there. What it looks like. Is it or isn't it?
It's a croc.
That's a lot.
While this croc is not, the threat remains. Time to grin and bear it. Using himself as a human dipstick, Turbo wants to check the water.
He's naked.
But this road is definitely slippery when wet.
Oh, I felt it. I can't watch this. He's naked.
Harold was that strong. I had trouble standing up. I got 10 right here. So I can do.
Most truckers would admit defeat, but not Turbo. He's got one last trick up his sleeve.
See what it's like by reverse.
Crossing the surging water backwards.
My trailer's 15 metres behind me, so if my trailer goes underwater, that's my gauge. That tells me what's happening before I put the truck at risk.
Okay, I get it.
It's his trailer that's the dipstick. This way, Turbo hopes to protect his truck's engine.
That would have been the trailer.
But get this wrong, and he could lose his load and his truck.
Trying to get a gauge of how deep. That's about a metre deep here.
Nope, don't want deeper, man.
Trying to get himself up on the hard stuff.
I'd stop.
Yeah, no. We're not doing it. It's just not worth it.
Turbo needs to get out before he drowns his engine. But something's wrong.
Literally bombed in silt.
At times like this, if you don't laugh, you'll cry. In Alice Springs,
Book of nails again.
Russell McDonough is still struggling to start his old truck. He should have left his yard by now to begin a recycling job in the desert.
One of these.
His truck needs air to start, but first he needs the right hose part.
That day makes the thing that I need. Oh yeah, that's just getting air from this truck here that's running and putting it across over into this tank.
Now, the moment of truth.
All good? build up his own air pressure now.
With the engine purring, Russell can connect his 3 trailers of equipment down the road. This is hostile desert country, and it's the middle of summer.
It's a good thing something can go wrong in this age.
Out here is one of the hottest parts of Australia.
It's expected to hit 44 degrees today.
And for Russell and his 30-year-old...
Oh, you're wet. Is it raining yet? You're wet. Is it raining? Is it raining outside? You're wet. Is it raining outside or it's just... You're wet.
Suddenly, a hissing noise is coming from under the bonnet.
So much of this truck runs on air, like the windscreen wipers, the gear changes, as well as the main braking system.
A serious air leak will cripple the entire truck, putting his whole recycling job on the line. Under the scalding hot truck, Russell's tracked down the cause of the problem.
The exhaust and the turbo are gone red hot, and it's melted through this little airline.
If Russell can't fix the leak, he'll be stranded on a scorching remote track, a long way from help. In the Victorian high country, logging trucker Bob Fraser is struggling to repair his trailer's faulty scales.
We're going to go by the rules. You've got to go spot on all the time.
Overloading his trailer could cost him a hefty fine.
We load to 57 tonne, and if you half a tonne over that or a tonne over that, at least $400 at half a tonne.
$800.
With a mountain of logs to be transported and light rain falling, Bob must sort this in a hurry. He suspects the cause of the problem could be loose wiring.
The wires that seem to might have run through or something like that, are weighing up. They were varying 2 or 3 tonne. I'll have to have a look. Yeah, Terry, can you wheel them wires for me, please, buddy? Just that green one underneath there. Just give me a wheel. That's it, they're steady now. They haven't moved again now. That's good, mate. Thanks. Yeah, all good.
At last, Bob's able to load. But the winner could put a stop to that.
It's coming in, looks like it's coming in from over the back there. You get much rain and it's all dirt and it starts slipping down the hill. So, and plus that switch actually got to go down and might be dangerous going down there. Yeah, if it rains heavily, we can't get out. And we have to stay here, yeah. And then there, we don't, then you stay here, you don't get paid for the load. It's all the loads down the middle.
The race is on to stack the logs. The trailer's not even half full when...
Uh-oh.
Hydraulic fluid is pouring out of the loader.
There's a major hemorrhage. Like your honey oil.
Turbo's bogged in raging floodwaters.
There is a hell of a power line. It's just pulling you like you wouldn't believe. It's dragging me and helping. Literally bogged in silt.
If he can't free his wheels from the river's muddy grip, this could be the last resting place for his $90,000 truck. And the last nail in the coffin of his business. Turbo must get out. Now or never.
Tomorrow that works, yeah. The zoo.
His engine screaming.
That belts. Water's up over the boat. Waiting through the bottom of the pulleys.
One final push.
That was the water level.
He may have failed to cross this river, But Turbo won't be defeated. He heads back to the main highway and hopes to find a way through.
I'm going to have to take the chances. That's 50% chance it's open or 50% chance it's closed.
The further Turbo drives, the worse the flooding becomes. And now, there's a problem with his truck.
I reckon I've snapped an old ladder belt. Damn. That is not good at all.
Under the bonnet, his worst fears are confirmed. The fan belt snapped.
Bit of would have flown up with the water and got jammed in it.
Without a fan belt to help cool the engine, it could overheat and blow up.
I run a risk in $100,000 worth of damage. It's got to be fixed before I go anywhere. But I don't have a spare.
Turbo's stranded, hundreds of kilometers from the nearest mechanic. With
We've been out for 2 hours now, and we're just about done with this video.
I used to struggle with dandruff, but now I use Head & Shoulders every wash. Well, because the active ingredient in Head & Shoulders fights off the microbes that cause dandruff. See? No flakes down here.
Make every wash count. I just mailed you my marketing.
You mentioned your what? I mailed you my marketing with AI to create a hyper-personalized campaign in minutes.
I just mailed to improve my orders by 7
We're gonna do
times
lunch.
using real-time behavior data.
I
just added SMS to my multi-channel marketing campaign.
I'm just having fun right now, anyways. So we're almost done with this.
9.
Now my ROI is through the MailChimp improve.
I don't like MailChimp. It doesn't work for me.
TSC Deal Days means big savings all
I'm making money on YouTube. That's what I like to doing one of these days. So yeah, guys, we're finishing up episode 12 of Outback Truckers, and then episode 13 of Outback Truckers, and we do something else on the stream. So if you guys want to, you guys can come on here and say what you want to say in the chat. I'll read it. So yeah, we're just gonna stay on here for a while.
For his truck to be stacked with thousands of dollars worth of timber. The massive log loader that's meant to be doing the job is in trouble. The loaders lost nearly a bathtub's worth of precious hydraulic.
So you guys have anything to say in the chat? I'll read it and I'll answer your question.
For logging boss Jace, this breakdown is hurting his timber business.
Besides the whole production, the whole job down. Besides trucks down.
He and Bob are only paid when the logs arrive at the mill. If they can't load, they can't deliver. Everyone will be out of pocket.
If we can't fix this here, now we have to go down to parts. Well, we're going to lose a day. We might be out 10, 12 grand for the day.
Light rains falling steadily, and the narrow winding track could soon be too slippery for Bob to drive safely. Jace is under the pump to repair it quickly.
The big hose.
Just rather than wear and tear, friction. This is what we call hardwood logging. Every kind of hardwood logging is hard.
Eventually, there's good news. The loggers have scavenged the parts they need to cobble together a new hydraulic hose.
Bit the hose, bit of oil. All systems go again.
That's good.
The floor's back, and the team can breathe a sigh of relief.
Okay, that's not bad.
Saying go and get back to work, everybody's making money. Okay, guys. We'll go, Bobby.
After an hour and a half's delay, the remainder of 39 tons of wood is loaded onto Bob's truck.
Spot on, mate. Thanks. Yeah, I've got to get going now because it's starting to rain again.
Now, Bob must fight a mountain. He needs to concentrate on his swaying load. Logs can be unstable, If they roll on the trailer, it could throw the truck off balance. One slip of the wheel here could mean Bob's life.
Come on, Bob. See there, later.
There are several switchbacks to negotiate, zigzagging corners with sharp descents.
It's like GTA.
It's really seamless when you get through. But that way or that way.
These narrow, twisting tracks were designed for smaller trucks 2 generations ago. Bob's pushing his double trailer rig to its limits.
Wow.
And the weather isn't helping.
Oh, the rain makes it difficult to drive on the road. It's just dirt. So as soon as you get a bit of water on the dirt, it makes it slippery. You can slide downhill, whatever,
Approaching a blind corner, Bob can't
Tomorrow
see
you can
what's
go for
coming
dad.
down
You can go to
the
make. Oh, I thought I was going to Mickey's tomorrow.
57 tons. He can't stop quickly.
Oh shit, car.
In desert conditions, Russell McDonough is battling to repair a major air leak.
I don't know. What should I make for lunch today? I'm not sure. I want to make yet. Maybe make chicken, or I might make something else.
The leak using a trucker's favorite quick fix: duct tape.
Duct tape. A man's tool. Tomorrow I'm gonna do waiting tomorrow. I'm doing something tomorrow called going in the zoo. I'm tired too, baby.
Fix-it's done it again. Air pressure can now build up, and Russell can get going. It's a rough, hot, dusty trip. But finally, Russell and his long-suffering truck roll slowly through Titicaca and into a red dirt graveyard.
Car City. Wow.
To Russell, these dead cars are worth about $60,000. Russell's crew are already here removing valuable car parts before the cars are crushed. Time to unload and start helping the boys by flipping cars with his trusty old loader.
I'm tipping all these cars over because we're chasing the Cadillac converters that are under 8.
Platinum. Cadillac Converter. Platinum.
$3 counts. These prized catalytic converters are worth around $50 each.
You sort of like don't leave anything behind that's worth anything.
Wow, he is
Russell's
late.
really started when suddenly his loader's got a problem.
Had trouble getting from forward to reverse because it was very sticky. Changed gears.
A pin connecting the gear stick to the gearbox has broken off.
Oh, a car pin?
Russell can fix it. The loader's...
Okay, we're almost done. Okay, cutter pin. Okay.
Without the loader, the entire operation will grind to a halt, leaving Russell red-faced and out of pocket.
It's 3 o'clock. Kayla's doing good.
On a perilous mountain track, Bob's approaching a blind corner in his 57-ton log truck. He's avoided this 4-wheel drive by less than a metre.
Ooh.
And there's 2 more city slickers coming his way.
They're not used to driving in the bush, so they up the middle of the road a bit.
It's not bad.
At last, Bob's made it to the bitumen and the final 70-kilometre sprint to the timber mill.
Okay.
Tomorrow, he'll be back for another valuable load of logs. But back at the logging camp, there's another major drama. The skidder, the machine that moves the huge logs, has broken a grappling arm.
Uh-oh.
No skidder means no logs, means no money.
No wearing a glove?
It could be a $40,000, $50,000 breakdown.
With so much at stake, Jace needs a repair job, and fast. But 3 hours from the nearest workshop, and at short notice, he'll need to pull a major favour.
Brandon. Oh, it's breaking. Yeah,
Days of lost income for the logging crew and Bob rest on this call.
Good audio, my friend. Thank you very much.
It's a massive relief.
I've been there now. I've got a big income.
But the skidder won't be fixed until tomorrow.
Well, that's not bad.
The logging boys decide to saddle up and head to the pub. It's an 80-kilometre trip down mountain tracks, a road they've travelled hundreds of times before. But it only takes one lapse of concentration to lead to disaster. In a remote desert town, Russell McDonough's in a scrap with his old loader. In sapping 40-degree heat.
Ooh.
He's trying to slot a tiny pin into the gear stick.
A counter pin.
It's a nightmare job, but without his loader, his $60,000.
Oh, y'all in the house. Okay. Off the door. Y'all out the door.
That wasn't a lot of fun.
I wish you
It
could.
was like down trying to get this little split in into the end of the rod.
At last, Russell can get on with his salvage operation. This specially designed crusher is hungry for cars.
Pretty ripping. Maybe some GTA to this. Who knows?
Recycling scrap and earning a buck doing it never felt better. With his trailer 2/3 full, Russell needs one last push from his old faithful loader. But then
It's overheating.
the loader's in serious trouble.
Wow.
Airwick scented oil.
I could do that. But
60 days. Airwick, always fragrant, always inviting.
I'll do that Friday.
Wait, no has GLP-1 meds now?
New? The psychology-based weight loss company?
Yes, Noom combines medication and behavior change so you can lose the weight and keep it off.
And it starts at just $149.
Noom, the smart way to lose weight.
Chevy is called the heartbeat of America.
I don't know if I want to even do that or
Keep
not.
this country moving. For them, only
I might scrap Full Metal Alchemist and do something else. Maybe I do Full Metal
Brittany
Alchemist.
wanted to pivot her career, so she signed up for a Google Project Management certificate and got to work learning valuable job skills.
At a remote truck stop, Turbo desperately needs a new fan belt. The closest town is 200 kilometres away. If he can't get there, he won't be able to deliver his load, losing him thousands of dollars in business.
Can only hold me fingers.
But help is at hand. Turbo hitches a ride.
From Barkley to Tennant Creek.
And in Tennant Creek, he finds his holy grail.
New fan belt.
That's the old one.
Here's the new one.
Now I've got to find a ride back. 200 Ks.
200 Ks. 200 Ks. 200 Ks. 200 Ks. 200 Ks. 200 Ks. 200 Ks. 200 Ks. 200 Ks. 200 Ks. 200 Ks. 200 Ks. 200 Ks. 200 Ks. 200 Ks. 200 Ks. 200 Ks. 200 Ks. 200 Ks. 200 Ks. 200 Ks. 200 Ks. 200 Ks. 200 Ks. 200 Ks. 200 Ks. 200 Ks. 200 Ks. 200 Ks. 200 Ks. 200 Ks. 200 Ks. 200 Ks. 200 Ks. 200 Ks. 200 Ks. 200 Ks. 200 Ks. 200 Ks. 200 Ks. 200 Ks. 200 Ks. 200 Ks. 200 Ks. 200 Ks. 200 Ks. 200
Back in his truck, the repair has cost Turbo time and money. He's more than a day behind schedule. And if he's not careful, the weather could cost him a lot more.
I'll get out of here before this friggin' rain hits.
How about you better?
Fan fixed. It's done. Get out of here now. There are two cyclones, one on either side of me, that are going to converge. That's going to absolutely inundate this place. Now the pressure is really on to get to Jabiru, get this freight off, and get out of there as quick as I can.
His client's waiting, but the weather's not.
Water over the road. But yet the funny thing is, I was told, roads are open, there's nothing wrong with the roads. Yeah, right.
This time, Turbo isn't stopping. He's overdue and wants to get this load through.
I would very, very strongly say if you did not know the road at all, don't even attempt it.
I wish I knew the road.
Such a massive body of water moving fast could have washed the road away.
I don't know exactly what the road is like underneath. It could be washed out completely.
While he's made it onto solid ground, the sky ahead looks ominous.
Right over there, big black rain shell. 30-40 minutes of a constant downpour. Floodways are going to just now be impossible to pass. So I need to try to outrun it. It's sort of just on, well, I'm just skirting on the edge of it at the moment.
But right now, it's not the weather Turbo needs to avoid.
Oh, he's just going to stand there. Trying to get yourself freaking killed.
He's in the clear. Suddenly,
he hit one.
On the slippery slopes of Mount Anderson, one of the logging crew's utes has gone bush.
Oh, buddy's decided he was going to park on the side of the road.
When we come to a stop, I was actually sitting on two wheels, and then when we stopped, it went.
The crew are going to attempt to use two four-wheel drives to pull him out.
Hopefully, if all goes to plan, me and Rick will just sort of skull drag him up out of there.
The boys will need to be careful. All the ute's weight is on one side. One wrong move, and it could roll. It might be out, but it's a reminder of the dangers on these mountain trails.
As they say, that's ball driving. You never know what happens in the bush. Anything can happen around the corner.
A quick tyre change, and the boys still have time to make the putt.
All right, then, I'll see you till later. We're away we go.
Next morning, Bob's on his way back up the mountain for another load. He's hoping there's no more mechanical hold-ups today.
The tank breakdown, yeah, we're all out of money.
The urgent job to fix the skidder has been a success.
Okay, that's good.
The logging crew are back in business. And Bob can keep the logs rolling down the mountain.
That's what happens in the bushes.
I wish I could make some money on YouTube, but still, this is just for fun, anyways.
In the last 2 days, Bob's fought breakdowns, loading delays, and near head-on collisions. He's conquered everything the mountain could throw at him. And come out
Just having fun, guys.
Russell McDonough's a worried man. His car recycling operation relies on his trusty loader.
Everyone buzzed.
But its engine's pouring smoke, and now there's a nasty sound.
It's pretty horrific. It's never even made a rattling sound before.
Oh, that's nice. Boil water advisory has been issued in Kalamazoo. I live in 3 hours, so don't worry about that.
Russell's worst fears.
Yeah, I'm going to do it right now.
It's working like a retriever, but stuck piston.
A broken piston is a near-death sentence for the loader.
Yes. It's ironic. This was going to be his last job. We planned to buy another loader. It's only now that I really realise how important this piece of equipment is to this job.
Russell has no choice. Without a working loader, he'll have to pack up and head home, leaving behind $50,000 worth of scrap metal. For now, this cleanup mission remains unfinished, and Tichikala's hopes of winning Tidy Town of the Year for the 3rd time running have taken a blow.
Probably just head on home with their tail between their legs.
Russell needs his old friend to do one final job for him. Find the strength to crawl onto the train. On this recycling rescue mission, the casualties have been mounting up. Russell's had to endure missing gear, mechanical failures in red-hot heat, and now the loss of his old workforce. But there is a silver lining.
We've at least got 2/3 of the trail load there. Hopefully we'll be able to cash it in and
might be a deposit on another loader.
As Russell carves his way through the red heart of Australia, he continues his search for the abandoned, the broken, and the downright neglected. Out here, where there's a car wreck, there's Russell McDonough.
Trying to stop 50 ton ain't gonna happen.
Skid marks on the highway have Turbo feeling sick to the stomach.
Oh.
Unfortunately, I had one of the small cows come out. I was already backed off, but I had to do the humane things, broken legs and shit, do the humane things to them. I hate seeing animals suffer like that, especially that sort of pain. You hit an animal and you keep driving and let them suffer, that's cruel. It does put a lump in your throat, it does make it hard to swallow.
It's a sobering moment in what's been a trying journey. But Turbo's finally beaten the floods and made it back to civilization. Now, it's smooth sailing to his destination.
Very hard to Kangaroo Highway.
He's nearly 2 days late, but on this trip, turbos had a torrid time.
I've had floodwaters, rivers over roads, snap fan belts.
Okay, I remember that now.
He's made it.
Here it is.
It's all in a day's work.
Now something else.
This Outback truck.
Okay, we finished up season 3. Now we're going to take a break and do something else now. Clear.
The 3 for me only at Chili's.
So we're going to do something else now.
Better with the all-new Big QP and all this for just $10.99. With 85% more beef, it makes a quarter-pound burger look tiny and, well, yeah, tiny. This Chili's 3 for me is the best $10.99 you can eat.
A toast to Tina's new business. Ah, that was a hobby. Essential oils are my thing.
You guys are stupid. Why do we have to have white and black people bitch about bullshit no one cares about? Seriously.
Yeah, I'll just use this. Alright. Are you ready?
Let's get gas.
Let's go. Yeah, seriously.
Hey, that's where I live in Sandy Shores.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. Whoa. They're a little fast.
Need a little
So
fuel.
for no plate, let's just take the ticket.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus Christ. So glad things didn't explode.
Yeah.
I wish my YouTube channel, I mean, I'm glad the channel works great. I'm glad we're doing something else now, but yeah, we're going to stay on until the siren goes off.
I'm going to say it fell off.
I'm just going to say it's too nice of a bike, man.
We're going to stay until the oil rails go off, then I'll
Yeah,
cut the stream.
Was that somebody right there?
Oh, yeah.
Where? Looks like somebody going down Joshua. Oh yeah, that's somebody.
Oh, yeah. Why don't we ask him what the fuck was up with that? Then we'll take it 2 cars. Little punk ass bitch. I could have got hit.
I wish I did upload some more videos to YouTube these days.
Oh, man.
Highway in the bush.
I know.
I mean, I do pretty good on my channel.
To everyone.
I'm just no point in talking. Fuck
Yeah,
this guy.
fuck it. We're just going to start hitting. How is he not?
Damn.
Up to him?
You tried to knock me off the bike.
Oh, shit.
What the hell?
I made it. Holy shit. Fuck you. Holy shit. Fucking Harry. Almost died right there.
Yeah, you did.
Shit.
Jesus Christ. Hold on, I'm going to take this out so he can't hit me off. There we go. I'm going to come back.
Oh.
There he is.
Oh. Oh. This is so dangerous.
Let's go. We gotta go.
Bounce. Holy shit. I have no idea who that was either, but my god.
That was great.
Fucking A.
That's what I've been waiting to do for so long.
I know.
We're gone.
Are we going to Los Santos?
Yeah, let's
I want to make some money in 3 hours. I wish I
gotta
could.
make sure that we get a far enough distance from this guy.
How much money do you think you can make on
Easy
YouTube?
to be honest, though, dude.
I can make a couple bucks, but I just want to make. I don't know how much to make though. Ooh, holes.
I rode up next to him, kicked his car, and as soon as I kicked, he tried to hit me off.
Holy
immediately in defense mode.
Aggressive, yeah.
Yeah, it's like,
Fucking
damn. But on
Murder
this,
mode.
yeah, dude. But on this road at this speed, lane splitting, he's not gonna catch
Oh,
us.
yeah. We're good.
Yeah.
These are nice bikes, though.
Yeah, they're very nice.
I was going faster in my goddamn car than I was this fucking bike.
Yeah, which makes no sense, but you know,
Yeah.
logic. In real life, these bikes could probably hit about 200 miles an hour pretty
Oh,
easily.
yeah.
But at GTA, 200 miles an hour, that would be so fast.
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't even think the world would load in that quick in front of you.
Oh,
So we're gonna stay on for a little bit longer.
probably not.
At least I have a nice YouTube channel. That counts, right? At least the YouTube channel is doing pretty good. We're doing this, we're doing that. We're making a little bit of coin. And the channel does pretty well. I got some communities written down. I did some other things on YouTube. So yeah, we're doing pretty good. I mean, where's this out of?
Middletown, nope. Almost across the county line in Cass County, Michigan. Right, 4 C's.
Oh, I was wrong with that. Ooh, you see here, we got that. Okay, those are. I gotta clean this camera off. Wait. You may do that thing. 4 years ago, we did that. Wow. Four years ago. Some of these videos I'm looking at, see how old some of these videos I did were, and some of these videos are quite old. Fished, 55 videos. Art, pool, 12 videos. Wow, that camera is that old. I go post 6 years old now. Wow, over 6 years old now. Wow. Let's look at some older videos here. Some older videos are. Cuphead and our. I like to roll the die. When's the last time we? 6 years ago. I started filming it 6 years ago. Over almost 100. We don't do it anymore, do we? We stopped doing it. I don't know why. We just couldn't do it anymore. A year ago. Some of my videos are. for city. Shit. I thought they let him out. Wow, 3 years ago. I mean, some of these videos they have are quite old. Only 10 months? Okay, so that's not totally bad. This time we're not gonna have that problem. This time, I hope. Bring the handy cam. That's it. I'm gonna bring the handy cam. That's all I'm bringing with me this year. Oh wow. We were still Armor. Now we're HMC now because Armor is just too long. 2 years ago. Okay, we changed it. '88, 51, 60. Okay, dirt racing, drag racing was pretty good 2 years ago. Wow, I didn't do so bad at all. But yeah, guys, I'm just looking at my old videos. 2002. I was using a GoPro, so yeah. My channel's got better over the years. Five Nights at Freddy's. Oh, I still can't believe they did Five Nights at Freddy's on this channel. What's the news at noon if we have any problems? But yeah, we're doing pretty good, guys. We just kill a little time here before, That's a two-part because of the. I like this part.
This is the home of the future baby bird. The only future for this baby is an omelet for me. You made a big mistake, though, Rudy. You touch an egg, that makes the mama bird really mad.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see no mama bird around. Maybe not. But there's a B-52 with a B. Who would have thought a bird could lift Black Rudy 70 feet in the air? She won't make 100.
How you know it's 100? That's what I don't understand. We're your team for news. We're your team for news. I couldn't help myself, guys. 5 years ago, 75 years of news in your area. Now, 75 years. Over 70 years serving your community. I don't remember this video I did.
I have a question. Do you guys watch anime? If you do, what's your favorite anime? My favorite anime is this. Digimon. Buddy Fights. Betamon Crossfire. There's a couple. And that's all I usually watch.
This is for B-Stars 3 years ago. So fix that. He said it's only 10 o'clock, so yeah. Okay, so what else should I do? I should make some videos. I'm going to wait a while before I make any more vids on YouTube. Yeah. What? There's 40 videos of that. 6 years ago. We still had the old rat. We still had the old lawnmower. I mean, I make pretty good videos, guys. I mean, Forza Horizon, that was fun. That was fun. That was a fun game. Fun game. Fun game. Those were fun. I wish the tablet still worked. DC on that one. I could have saved those to YouTube. We got to put this on the. We got to do this playlist. Okay. Okay, so this is not totally bad. You're in a hurry. Music tour, 8 views of music, 40 views of 40 videos on funny. What was the last funny video I did? Oh dear, 3 years ago. Television talk, that's pushing almost 8 years ago, but yeah. $7 years ago. I mean, my channel has been doing pretty good for the past almost 8 years doing YouTube. I mean,
There you go, guys. I'm trying. Yeah. Oh.
that was 7 years ago. I think I did pretty good, guys. I mean, some of my videos I know suck, but you know what, though? I mean, come on. I started doing YouTube 7 years ago, so it's harder.
You rolling? That's the stupidest costume ever. This is a United States postal delivery truck.
They burst into flame!
The truck is the Grumman LLV, or Long Life Vehicle, and as the name implies, it was built to last. A custom order from the U.S. government in 1986, before which
85.
the USPS employed modified Jeeps.
I have that.
The Jeeps weren't getting the job done, so the Postal Service approached 3 different companies with a list of criteria for the perfect mail truck.
I can't wait to see the mail truck.
One out. An aluminum body, which sits on top of a Chevy S10 frame with an engine affectionately called the Iron Duke by GM, giving it a top speed of about 60 miles per hour. A fine solution for the time, but the Grumman's long life, which was projected at just over 20 years, is well past the expiration date. The USPS currently employs 146,000 of these trucks in their fleet. Give them credit, the design has lasted a long time, but it hasn't been without its issues. Most of the blame could probably be laid at the feet of the aluminum design. The body is mostly riveted together and it lacks any insulation. No insulation means big problems. You can probably guess that the LLVs don't have air conditioning, which means during the summer, the interior temperature of the truck can rise to well over 110 degrees Fahrenheit.
And during winter, the 30-year-old heaters are notoriously unreliable, turning the truck into a freezer on wheels.
I prefer freezing.
These trucks are not designed to handle severe winter weather. When the snow starts falling, the solution in Missouri seems to be chain the tires and hope for the best. The LLVs also frequently have electrical problems which lead to fires. There's literally a website dedicated to tracking how often these things catch fire. And researchers have come up with a long list of reasons why, including a design flaw. The windshield wiper fluid line is installed directly above the LLV's fuse box. Long story short, these lines have a tendency to leak. Windshield wiper fluid is flammable, so the fluid hits the fuse box, sparking a fire. And a truck with no insulation, made of aluminum, filled with paper and cardboard cargo means bad news bears. It gets even more dangerous when you factor in the fuel tank. The LLV runs on gas and goes an astonishing 10 miles per gallon. And according to the United States Postal Service Office of the Inspector General, it cost the Postal Service about $524 million to fix the LLVs in the year 2009 alone. More than 40,000
we built them here in Michigan.
Required more than $3,500 each in maintenance, and another 19,000 of these required an average of $5,600 in repairs consecutively in 2008 and 2009. As I said earlier, these are all symptoms of design flaws. The only solution? A new design. So today,
we finally got a new design. It's just that we haven't got them built yet because we just can't do it yet. My channels, I mean, some of my videos I can understand. 6 years ago, before COVID, everything was peachy. Still, my channel is okay. I love how my channel sucks to a point, but still, the channel does pretty good. I don't know when I did that video, but what was that? 5 years ago, okay.
Having the equipment on here just
5 years ago.
first time of the day.
November 11th, 2019, the first snow of the year.
Here's her. Second time of the day, technically. I'm actually choking right now. I'm safe. There's only more than 2 more stars going by.
Yep. So, yep. My channel kind of sucks, but it's okay. I mean, RV museums ain't on this. I didn't know there was an RV museum in this. Japanese cars, steam cars 4 years ago, DeLorean. 75 years. "75 years. 75 years the Beatles were in most of the Beatles made for 70 years. The Last Mile. Yep, 75 years. I mean, 5 years ago. I mean, 75, 3, 18, 3, 8, 3. Really? I had those for 3 years now? Almost 4 years now I've had those things. Wow. I had it for 3 years? Wow. I didn't know that. I thought I had it for 2 years. Wow. 3 years now I had those bad boys. Still, though, my channel does pretty good. I mean, I know the channel could do better, but give me a break, guys. I run my business best I can run it. I run my YouTube channel best I can run my YouTube channel. I do okay. I mean, it could be better, but I do pretty good, I think, with my YouTube channel. Oh, 9 months ago. I know you guys are thinking, Tyler Milton, the crazy YouTuber. Yeah, well, guess what, guys? I run this YouTube channel pretty good. I do what I can do to keep you guys happy. I mean, an old friend back on. I mean, I'm happy Owen Wolf's back on YouTube, but yeah. I mean, can we do the picture or not? Nope. Okay, I was just checking something. But yeah, guys, we're just out here for a little bit of fun. And that's about it. We're having fun right now. We're still doing pretty good on this YouTube channel, which I think is pretty good to know. I mean, we're staying on until the siren goes off, which will be who knows when. But yeah, I'm going to start making lunch. Oh, let's use a normal TV first. Let's use a normal TV before I do anything stupid. You see on local TV and suits on everything else. Chicken. The good chicken, not the bad chicken.
On July 18th, Flight Adventure. Let's save the universe! With Blue, you only.
I think I just swerved my pants.
Smurf PG.
Scooby-Doo.
Secrets don't stay stuck forever. They unravel. What is Martin hiding? New
Disney.
No promise. They'll never stop looking.
Drew Barrymore.
Track all episodes now streaming on Paramount Plus. Today's big deal of the day is brought to you by Slotomania, the #1 free slots game. Join millions who've already played the Let's Make a Deal slot. Spin rolling wild reels and choose the right curtain to win mega jackpots. Download Slotomania now and get 60 free spins.
2001 day 25. I had to watch it.
like he is behind Tony Stewart and Kurt Busch. And here comes the 38 Gilliland, and man, he can't get it loaded up. He's got the brakes locked up, smoking the tires. He gets his stop.
Oh, watch them.
He had to beat it 55 miles per hour by the time he got to that yellow line.
I'm gonna pee and watch this.
And NASCAR has reported that he did slow his speed sufficiently before he got to the next scoring loop. No penalty on David Dillon. Good for him.
Well, it took us about 5 to 6 laps to cycle through the green flag stops. There's your leader right there, Tony Stewart, the 20 car, with Kurt Busch in the 2 in tow, and they've actually pulled a little bit away from Ryan Newman in the 12 and David Gilliland in the 38.
Stewart to his crew, led by Kensington, Connecticut's Greg Zipadelli.
I tell you, the 20 car has been such a roller down here. He's just qualified well. He's won 3 races already. Looking good.
Where's the rest of the field? About 2 seconds behind the lead duo of Stewart and Kurt Busch.
Oh, let's slow down for a little bit. 66 laps.
This weekend on Fox, the IndyCar Series pulls into Iowa. 2 races in 2 days, while Alex Palou looks to continue this historic season. The question is, can
We'll watch one way lunch.
Saturday and Sunday on Fox. Welcome to the fastest racing on earth. NASCAR fans, the time is now to turn your love of racing into free tickets, merchandise, VIP experiences, and much, much more. Rack up fan rewards points by watching races at home, playing fantasy, completing challenges, and visiting tracks. Then redeem your points for epic prizes. You are in drivers. What are you waiting for? Sign up for the free NASCAR Fan Rewards loyalty program today at NASCAR.com/fan rewards.
One of these has chlorine, microplastics, and forever chemicals in it. And one is Aquasana filter. With our Aquasana water filter, every glass is cleaner and healthier. Wait, which one? Now up to 50% off at Aquasana.com.
There's so much ease with using BetterHelp.
I knew that I wanted to get help immediately. I was going to be able to see a therapist within that same week.
Now I feel so much more confident in expressing myself, and that's been a great gift.
Glad that wasn't on. Well, that could end horribly.
April can be an ordeal, but with
in the hospital,
it's no big deal. Start paying your team in minutes and get your taxes filed automatically. Starting at just $55 a month. Learn more at gusto.com.
I love being a YouTuber. It's so much fun.
With Bang, I get cash to reach my fitness goals. Up to $500 in 5 minutes or less. Getting started is easy. Just link your bank, open an extra cash account, choose your amount, and get money instantly when you transfer to Dave Checking. Download Dave today.
Blue Chew is my new go-to. This stuff right here. This stuff right here has changed my life. This is something that you definitely want to add into your inventory. But just be ready. One thing you're not going to do is regret getting it.
Welcome to Truck Country. Welcome to the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series.
70 laps complete in the Daytona 500. Tony Stewart and Kurt Busch had about 2 seconds on the field last time by. The quick cut to 1.6, and they are closing in on the lead duo. Fox Sports and Texas Instruments team up this year to bring a memorable moment to you from each track. The ELP Amazing Moment revisits the rich, exciting history of NASCAR. For 2003, this won't make Ryan Newman's highlight reel. It sure made ours. DLP, it's amazing. It's the mirrors.
Say one thing, I just watching guys, 38 car way back, and man, he got us pull off a turn 2 over there, and he's on the back bumper of these guys now. That thing is bad fast.
I'll show you what happened to Gilliland coming off turn 4 a couple laps ago. Watch the 38.
Ooh. That car's handling good, though. It'll handle on the 80.
I was going to say, though, I think that's the one thing that they've had, Todd Perry, the crew chief, they've had all week long. I talked to Todd. His car is turning so good, he just turned it down there and it went down on the exit.
And look what's happened to the lead. Stewart and Busch were all by themselves out single file, but the 5 cars
behind them, teamed up, ran single file.
Only a couple days. Only a couple days and this.
As long as they were lined up, they were beating Tony Stewart and Kurt Busch over a second a lap. If you can get a sniff.
I love that. Old. I like old ticker. Old ticker's better.
You see the lead pack.
This is for what digital, right? Yeah. That's why there's a shorter spread, so it's a smaller screen.
You can catch them if you can sniff them.
You saw that highlight of Ryan Newman from 2000.
Gordon.
Newman's having a much better day today.
Oh, yes, he sure is, Mike. And one good measure of how good a race car is how much they have to change it during the running of a race.
Wow. I think people don't race anymore. Oh, this is weird to see, guys. I think people don't race anymore. They start racing again recently. We've been on now for 3 hours. Wow. I'm making lunch now.
When four Toyotas rolled off the starting grid and into an Nextel Cup point race, there's Dave Blaze, number 22, just ahead of Jimmy Johnson, the Caterpillar Camry. For the first time since 1963, when Smokey Wood drove an MG on a quarter-mile Winston-Salem, North Carolina, a foreign nameplate has competed in an Nextel Cup point race. There are 4 Toyotas in the field. There are 8
Dave Ruderman, 0-0.
entire season of Nextel Cup racing. And try as we could, as the Bowman Gray archives could, as all our photographer friends could, we can't find a photo of Smokey Cook's MG, but we'd sure like to see one. Contact us at Fox Sports in Los Angeles if you can shed any light on the little number 32 MG. Here's our Toyota top performers at present.
And all those Camrys are built right here in the USA, up in Norristown, Kentucky.
And that's why we say foreign nameplate. We know that some of the Fords may be built in Canada or Chevys in Mexico, and it's become a global economy. But to distinguish nameplates, that's where we are.
Driving with Clint Boyer right now, the 07 car. He's sitting in the 6th position, one of the Richard Childress racing cars. You look right here.
Her 11 people now dead in Texas. Oh, okay, that sucks.
But if you notice, pretty much
Oh, Clint Boyer's first time.
Pretty much, as Darryl put it, wide open. You never left the throttle. Now we'll check this telemetry.
Yeah, we'll do it real quick. Okay, there it is. You just check and see if three's actually even. You see if the 3 actually even canceled. The Price is Right and did that. The 3 didn't do it. They were not going to watch it, but yeah, death toll in Texas is up to 111. It's depressing and sad, but you see here.
Hi, I'm Josh Quigley, the owner of Bathworks of Michigan. Our goal is simple.
If you're not going to talk about it, I'm going back to Fox Sports to I was watching NASCAR.
This summer, you can save big on the bathroom of your dreams. This July only, save $1,000 on your bath or shower project.
We'll see what Fox says.
Michigan. Call us today at 1-800.
We'll see what. It's time for the Price is Right, so they can't the Price is Right today. I understand why. God, your channel sucks. My channel is okay. I mean, you guys like the channel, which I'm glad you guys do.
The price options start at $9.95 a month, less than 35 cents a day. With Colonial Pay,
And
your rate is another sure thing.
we're not shutting down. We're not quitting YouTube, guys. We're staying on YouTube.
Call today. 1-800-282-3113.
I'm just going to see what happens real quick.
You need a law firm with lawyers who rock. And that's us. Because these are our lawyers.
TX now. TX.
It's Champion Windows anniversary sale, and we're gifting the presents to you with 40% off comfort 365 windows. Now is the time to upgrade your old windows that are driving up your energy bills.
Is
Or schedule your free estimate online now.
Trust News Channel 3 to protect and alert you.
I'm going to delete that. Remove. Nope, we're not going to. Not watching this. I'll watch the race.
Smart. So check Allstate first for a quote that save you hundreds. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Under the Saturday night lights at Richmond, there's no place to hide. Tight turns, tempers flaring. When the sun goes down and the stars fly. Dreams of the playoffs live or die in prime time. 3 nights, 3 races, 1 shot, the best weekend of your summer. You better not miss it.
Oh, dirt is still racing. Maybe racing. Oh, kids. Where's the race? Where's the race home?
Perhaps I'll make you disappear.
I want to make some money.
I wish you were somebody else.
Yeah, I do sometimes.
Offering your dreams.
Maybe this could be nice.
To secure victory, drivers in F1 the movie need total focus. They also need to eat. KFC fill-ups are back. Enjoy 4 ways.
KFC's not €3.
F1 the movie in theaters now. Rated PG-13. Feel the electricity.
Yeah, it doesn't get to, but probably never happened.
Get a great deal with the Kelly Blue Book Best Value brand. Hurry into your local Honda dealer during the summer event.
This is a limo, a steak and focaccia feeling, a fresh mozzed moment, a basil savory salad. Your ticket to Italian Yum. Try the new Italian summer menu. It just feels good at Panera.
I'd save me $14 a fuck. I don't like this stuff. Those for pounds. This is wrong.
We're under the second caution of the day at Daytona. Problem on Kyle Petty's car, which we'll show you in a moment. Right now, pit stops are the order of the day. Here is Kyle. The damage to Kyle's car is to the right rear. Krista?
Kurt Busch needs his Miller Lite Dodge to be just a little bit looser. The way they're going to solve that is by going up just a bit on the track bar. Kurt saying he can get to Tony. He just can't get up there and stick. Steve?
Krista, Kyle Busch just told his crew, I ran over something going 200 miles an hour. Check the bailiff stick.
Tony.
Oh, crash!
There's an accident directly in front of him. The Chevy car sideways in front of him as well. Stewart finally out of his bed. Matt.
Slight chassis adjustment for Evan Harvick. One into the racetrack, there's Shea. He's a little loose on the turns 3 and 4. He's tight. They feel lucky, though, because Dale Earnhardt Jr. says that a part of the metal has hit his race car. He has asked his team to take a good look at it, as well as his spotter, Steve Miller. That could be Burberry.
And there is a potential problem with Tony Stewart's car. He said that as they are going around under caution, under slow speeds, the oil pressure drops to 20 pounds. So he is going to change gear under those caution flag laps, try to keep the oil pressure up so he doesn't starve the engine of oil.
Well, let's go back to where all this started. And then we have the dust up on pit road as you see Tony Stewart. Kyle Petty, debris came off Kyle's car when he had a tire problem. Tony ran over some of it. And then this.
That's serious right there. That's that right front fender that he had problems with in the qualifying race. And the butt shootout, I'm sorry, that he had to get fixed before he could run very well.
And it also blocked Tony Stewart in 20 cars. He almost was involved in that, but they were heads up enough to stop. And that's whose shoulders I put this whole thing on. That driver can't make that call. Buckle in that race car. It has to be on the shoulders of the crew chiefs and the spotters.
The big side headrests on these cars to protect the drivers, give them very little peripheral vision. Now you see what happened to Kyle Petty. The right rear tire let go and just shredded and set itself through the sheet metal. Some of that ended up on the track.
You got a tire wrapped around the housing. You got to get that off, okay?
That's Kyle's spotter. And after Kyle dropped that tire in those little pieces, look at Tony Stewart top of your screen, running right over it.
I'm surprised the spotter didn't give a heads up on that. Maybe he did and we don't hear it, but I'm surprised.
4 o'clock, we make this chicken, and that's it. Yep. Yeah, an old episode asked. Yeah, I'm making lunch too. Yeah. I'm watching Daytona 2007 on Fox 2. On Fox Sports 2, yeah, I'm watching OG NASCAR until noon. I'll turn it down a little bit. like the old NASCAR because it's better because it's less stuff. We're not gonna finish it though. Because we're gonna stay on until the news comes on. Fox WWMT's YouTube channel was having Channel 3's YouTube channel was going to do a press conference on the thing in Texas, and I looked at it real quick. It said about 111 now dead, so that sucks. I never watched it because it's too depressing. So I'll watch the news. I'm not watching the news. I'll watch the news a little bit.
3 easy steps and without power cuts. Just one sand and
done.
It's that easy.
Done with all this stuff.
And for as long as you own your vehicle, it's
So yeah, I mean,
you can trust Cerakote with over 60,000
we're gonna stay on for a while. So yeah, we're gonna stay on here for a bit. I'm gonna let it dry up a little bit, and I'll put it in the plate. So yeah, we're just gonna have some fun right now. I mean, I fished Outback Truckers today. The last 3 episodes of Outback Truckers, I fished that. There's 10 seasons of that. I'll do some more later. Maybe tomorrow I'll start working on it. Maybe tonight I'll start working on it. But right now we're just doing something else right now. So we're just having fun right now. Yeah, I'm watching the Daytona 500 from 2007. So yep. Looking through some stuff, found out that our old YouTube friend Odin Wolf's back on YouTube. The original Odin Wolf, we think, is back on YouTube now. So yeah. So here's why you can come back on. So we're on Fox Sports 2 or FS2. We're not gonna finish the race. We're just gonna watch it until noon, until noon-ish. Then watch local news. So yeah. But right now we're just gonna have lunch in a little bit, and that's it, which is chicken. But we're staying on. We'll stay on until after the news is over at noon.
Your favorite pizza at our best price. It's Domino's best deal ever, but it's not forever, so get it before it's gone. Only at Domino's.
Then I'll get to do tomorrow.
Threats, just turn on NordVPN. Improve your protection against trackers, malicious websites, and malware-ridden downloads. Get the deal now.
We've got a juicer and a steamer, but our favorite appliance is our Aquasana filter. It makes all the
I know, I can do that too one of these days, but
cleaner and healthier.
Tastes better too.
Visit aquasana.com today.
Doesn't really work that well. Yeah, we're staying on YouTube for a couple hours. We've been on YouTube now for 3 hours. We're gonna be on here for a while. But yeah, we're gonna be on here for a while. Good old Heinz. It has to be Heinz. Not a sponsor, which it was. It has to be Kraft Heinz. Not a sponsor, which it was. I wish you could do a decent YouTube. Wish my channel was decent, but yeah.
You see your number slashed off the list. 75 years of scraped walls, battle scars, history made the hard way. This Labor Day weekend, be there to write the next chapter of the Cookout Southern 500. Get your tickets now at DarlingtonRaceway.com.
We are 4 laps from halfway. 41 of the 43 starters still running on the lead lap. Kyle Petty went to the garage after that tire failure, and now Krista is with the second driver to fall from the race.
Yeah, Scott Briggs was actually just underneath the car, taking a look, working on his stuff. What happened out there?
Not sure exactly. We broke a transmission somehow. I know when I tuned in the first pit stop there, I was shut my pit, put it in reverse and backed up. Didn't look at broke anything then, but obviously we could have. And fell and started picking apart there. So, it's my fault. It's supposed to be overshooting your pits. Supposed to know better than that.
It's been a rough week already for the Everhand teams. A rough debut for the team engineers, filling in the team director Kevin Kidd and Scott Briggs.
They have had a rough week at Everhand Motors.
Another of the drivers whose team was penalized and whose crew chief is watching from home is Matt Kenseth. There's the yellow for Walter Ford. Highest running Ford in the race. Kenseth in 7th place right now. Tacked on to David Strebe in the 40.
Comes up. No, I didn't watch the news today. I watched the news today at noon. I overslept. I'm unemployed, so I overslept. Tomorrow, I'll be at the zoo tomorrow. News Channel 3's YouTube channel said 111 were dead. On the paper, I didn't read it. I just wanted to look at the paper. And that's what it said. Maybe. Maybe.
2 laps to halfway. Kurt Busch trying to become the first Dodge to visit Daytona 500 victory lane in 5 years. Ward Burton won here in 2002, failed to make the race this year. Kurt's younger brother Kyle right in tow, and that worked pretty well for the races earlier in the week until Kurt decided to go his own way and little brother out to dry.
Yeah, and he ended up finishing. Kurt ended up finishing second to at that point the winner.
So maybe I can't confirm or deny it, but maybe I will film a little bit of the zoo tomorrow. Maybe I can't tell you. I mean, I did some. Io did get trimmed though, and so I can tell you that Io got trimmed yesterday. Trimmed when I saw her.
Stewart's number 20 and Montoya's 42.
And you can see Tony's car it's not turning. He's got the wheel turned, but there for a moment it would not turn until he used Mr. Montoya for a bank.
And Tony has not made that much ground up. He's only up to the 32nd position. He started back in 40th, but this is the first time during the day he's had to be back in traffic.
We are halfway in the Daytona 500 on Fox.
Now this is how you end a summer. Under the lights, surrounded by history, at the place where
The P400.
this isn't just a race.
P400.
Their last shot at the playoffs. Your last chance to see regular season action. Friday night, Xfinity lights the fuse. Saturday night, the Cup Series delivers the fireworks. This is Daytona. This is everything. Get your tickets now at Daytona International Speedway. It's Saturday night. Game night or big night. You catch a rom-com or a surprise.
I did watch the Chicago race though.
Or you could have real fireworks. Baseball on Saturday night and plot twist. You get the best seat.
I'll play. I mean, I might be working at a church, guys. Again, I'm trying to get a job at a church.
Bluetooth is a telemedicine service connecting men with
I don't know yet where I'm working at. I was talking to someone yesterday about what I would do. So yeah, we'll find out what happens.
first month free at Bluetooth.com.
Clean it like I did before. I don't mind being a janitor. Janitor's fun. My hazmat. I still have a hazmat test. I still have to take a hazmat test, maybe. But actually, no, I don't need a hazmat test. I already took one before. I wonder if they could look at my hazmat test up and see if it's still legal. I took a hazmat test a few years ago. A hazzy test. I call it a hazzy test, but yeah, it's called a hazmat test. Took one of those before I even decided to work. When I was working at the church time, I do a hazmat test, so I make sure it's all right. But I don't know if that's still legal or not. I don't know, but like I say, guys, I actually do have footage. I do have footage on YouTube somewhere.
Is that us? Too much? American Home Shield. Sign up today at AHS.com. You founded your kayak company.
So we'll see what happens. But yeah, I might.
Not spreadsheets.
Who knows what I might do?
To hire. I need Indeed. Indeed, you do. When you sponsor a job on Indeed, candidates can find it easier, so you can hire easier.
I used to be a janitor, so yeah, janitor works easy for me. I got footage on YouTube somewhere, but yeah. Janitor works easy for me. If it's janitorial work, I can do it. I mean, janitor works easy, and if I get my own hours, that works for me because I can still go to the zoo and work at the same time.
Let's get out to Jeff Hammond for today's State Farm Safety Report. One of the new safety improvements in 2007 has to be the new fuel cell. 17 3/4 gallons, but it's the bladder inside, much tougher than years past. Plus, they've relocated the check valve itself. In years past, we used to have a check valve system. When the car got upside down, it would seal the fuel off the check valve, heavy steel balls. Now they've come up with this new check valve with a flapper system. As you can see, that does the same thing. When the car gets upside down, it seals the fuel off. But with this new system, it's much safer.
Thanks, Jeff. Safety a prime concern. These teams.
That 17 3/4 gallon fuel cell that we're running here, that's about 4.5 more gallons than the cars had here last year, which lets them go about 10 or 12 more laps. Only 3 flat conditions on the field.
Excuse me, Eric Davis. Strimmy just about got turned around by Kevin Harvick. He did. And Harvick had to back so far out of the gas. Jeff Green got to him, so did Martin Truex, so did Matt Kenseth, and so did Dale Jarrett. Now this will take your breath like it took mine.
This is scary right here. That is.
He had quite a bit of help, it looked like. Yeah, I tell you.
You got Stremmy's attention.
Hardly slowed Stremmy's car, but took all the momentum away from Harvick.
And everyone else there around them.
And up here.
Well, once again, we're at that point in a run. We're about a little over halfway through a run. These tires just seem to really give out after about 15 to 20 laps. The cars really start handling poorly. It's not the tires' fault. It's just the setup they have.
All drivers take a great deal of pride in their equipment and personal grooming. Their culture had a clothing element at one time. And I believe Kevin Harvick has gone him one better, Matt.
Mike, in the unique and cool to know file, Kevin Harvick and the Sistine Chapel at the Vatican Rome has something in common. 500 years ago, Michelangelo used a variegated red-type gold leaf when he painted the ceiling. 500 years later, Jason Bean, Harvick's elevator, used the same exact process. Instead, he doesn't use berries to make the red and the gold. He uses a certain kind of varnish and oil. It's still a very pretty helmet, as Harvick has new colors all the way around for 2007.
That's a pretty helmet, man. It is. That gold leaf.
Okay.
Remember old Calvin?
That was a good lunch.
Beautiful. I love this thing. But you know one thing you better have on that helmet, because it's getting that time of the day, you better have a good shield, dark shield on your helmet, because the sun coming off the turn 4 is going to be a problem here before 2. I've been down here testing before, man. You just had to come off turn 4 and just kind of guess where you were, and that was by yourself.
Wow.
3 laps today. He's one of 4 drivers to lead this race. Kurt Busch has led 54 laps. That's the most of anyone. And it's only the second race of Daytona that Busch has led, even though he has 2 second-place finishes in the 500. He's only led once before today.
HDTV, that didn't exist yet. That didn't exist until 2009. I mean, it existed in 2007, but yeah, we didn't use it until 2009. That was a Coke.
And they have hurt for speed all during testing, all during qualifying, for qualifying. And Carl wasn't totally happy with the way the car drove in a big pack.
So we'll stay on for a little while, guys, because I'm having fun. And I'm surprised how good we're doing. I'll stay on, guys. I'm not going anywhere yet. Good old Carl Edwards. Clint Boyer, 07, Jack Daniels. It's only 78 degrees. It's not that bad in here. When it's 2 o'clock, I have to put the AC back on before Mom gets home so she feels better. And so far, we're doing pretty good today. I don't need this.
That's it, lead to the 24 car. But they went in the third turn there just a second ago. Lap before, he had cars going all around him.
Jeff Gordon in the 24. Deb Jr. low, Casey Kane in the 9. Here comes the 22 of Blaney.
Well, they're not done yet. Wow, bunch.
Yeah, right now he's all the way back to the 32nd position. Daryl, I think you nailed it. He runs good when they have fresh tires on the car, and then he starts backing up in a hurry, starts losing grip.
Just had to clean up a little bit of stuff, guys. I'm staying here, guys. Just had to clean up a little bit. Still no siren has gone off yet, so.
Yesterday, Jeff Gordon really liked his car, but that was practice. Right now, he is 32nd. 90 laps to win the Daytona 500 on Fox. The Busch brothers still out in front.
Is what joint pain looks like when you keep moving with Aleve. Just one Aleve. 12 hours of uninterrupted joint pain.
The post went by.
Aleve. Also dry liquid gels for fast and long-lasting pain relief.
Can you believe this? Doug Flutie and Frank Thomas. You guys look great. Once I turn 40, let me get less energy. Less drive. Definitely. It's not your fault. That was everything. Testosterone levels drop as you age. Happened to you guys? Yeah. So what did you do? We got Nugenix Total T. And your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T. Text tight. 231-231. This unique
No post yet.
powered by Testament, a patented key ingredient clinically researched to help increase testosterone levels. That does it. I gotta get Nugenix. Just send a text for a complimentary bottle. And by the way, she'll like it too. Get your complimentary bottle of Nugenix now. Text height 231-231. Text now and we'll include a bottle of Nugenix Thermo, our most powerful fat incinerator ever, with key ingredients.
Guys, I don't know what I'm going to do yet.
Absolutely free. That's T-I-G-H-T.
I did pinball earlier for you, so you get off a butt.
Hey, Carly. Quick question. If you had to choose, would you wax your own eyebrows or figure out payroll compliance?
Easy, payroll compliance.
Well, compliance can get sticky.
Oh no, compliance is easy with Gusto. Gusto automatically compares
I prefer.
federal, state, and local payroll taxes for me.
Pretty slick.
I know, right? Ready, Rick?
Born ready. Choose compliance without Gusto. That's working with Gusto.
I don't work Gusto before we get my eyebrows waxed.
Up to $500 in 5 minutes or less. Getting started is easy. Just link your bank, open an extra cash account, choose
But
your
yeah.
bank, and get money. Wham bam, thank you, man. Download day today.
Some 86
I'm just saying if I get a job at the church, I don't know what job I'm going to get yet. I'm going to start working on it in a little bit. But yeah, I'm just trying to have some fun still. So I don't know what's going to happen yet.
It was smooth sailing until the first caution came out in the 60 car. That's Morris said. Slipping, sliding, but saving. Jeff Gordon, who started 42nd, one of those guys hitting the wall. That's Jimmy Johnson in front of him twice. Gordon hit the wall, had to work his way towards the front. Tony Stewart, who led 32 laps, trying to get out of the pits, but Gilliland creating some problems. Tony dropping back to 40.
I don't know if I'm going to get a church job or not. I just hope I get some kind of job soon, I hope.
Nice to have you along with us as we look so far what you've seen, some observations.
That's still a box tube. The 49th. I thought the 48th was next year, the 40th. 49th. Oh. 2007. That was 2009. Must be 2008. Who knows what I'm going to do, but yeah.
Michael Waltrip also at Toyota in their first Daytona 500. Struggling right now to lap down, and they got a lot of work to do. Expect to be back before the end of the day. Of the rookies from F1, a headline name internationally, Juan Pablo Montoya. Car seems like it's still real tight. He's struggling with it. He's still back there in the mid-30s also, but at least so far he's kept it off the wall. And how about this race with Kurt Busch, Kyle Busch, a couple of brothers who know each other well. Burton, Ward, and Jeff, the last brothers to finish 1-2 in a NASCAR race. That was 8 years ago. Well, let me get thicker than water, but you got to realize this is the Daytona 500, and I guarantee you right now, when it comes down to that final lap, they're not going to care. Let's Rachel and Darrell, Larry, and Mike. Change has come to second place, Denny Hamlin.
Good reason for it, Bush. Good reason for it, I tell you. We can take a shot at that 5 car back there a few minutes ago. 2 laps ago. I thought he was going to crash. He was really out of shape.
Green, red. Wow.
And this is what Daytona does to you. That's been a good car. It's been running down on the bottom of the track all day long.
Yeah, we're staying out here, guys. We're having fun. Well, Friday's the day I'm going to have to do some work. Okay, so tomorrow I got work at the zoo, and then Friday I got something to do. So we'll see what happens. But yeah.
Newman backslid to 6th. So right now, Jeff Burton is 3rd. Kyle Busch continues to lose.
Radio Shack, I remember that.
I tell you what, Chris and Jeff, they were talking about Dale Earnhardt Jr., but how about Dale Earnhardt Jr.'s teammate, Martin Truex Jr. in that one car? He looks like the deeper we get in this run, which we're not that far from pit stop, he's made his way into the top 5. There you see in the Bass Pro Shop car, up to the 4th position.
Wow, 195 miles an hour? Wow.
The car will change on you here. In one lap, you go from a car that's sticking pretty good and feeling okay to out of control.
And how about the car on the bottom right there, Jeff Green in the 66 car? He started way back in the 31st position. It's almost like Harold Holly, his crew chief, they have that car good for long run. And also remember, Hendrick Power under the hood of that car.
So 2 Busch Series former champions, Truex and Green, coming toward the front. Kids of David Stremme running high on the track with less than optimum handling.
This is when you find out who can hold one wide open or not.
Right to that side, pole sitter Ricky Rudd. He's in 10th place right now.
That name sounds familiar.
Nearing the end of a long green flag run. Pit stops coming up before too long. 119 laps completed today on the 500 on Fox.
I'm the oldest power leaf blower, and I'm not exactly street legal.
And if you don't have the right auto coverage, this can really blow your budget. So get Allstate, save money, and get protected from mayhem. Yeah, like me.
Unity Car Series pulls into Iowa for 2 races in 2 days, where hours below looks to continue this historic season. Saturday and Sunday on Fox. Welcome to the fastest racing on Earth.
The real estate office is still here, out there.
$25 a month forever. Great idea.
I do all my best thinking in the shower. Well, I was in my shop and they light bulb. $25 a month forever. Oh, I hope somebody wrote that down.
Oh, I did. I'm learning a lot.
Keep writing. I'm a marketing genius.
Commercial speaker.
What's big, bad, and victory red? Go to foxsports.com/Silverado for your chance to meet Dale Jr. and drive away in his all-new 2007 Chevy Silverado. Kurt Busch leads Denny Hamlin. Tony Stewart right up. The Home Depot number 20 has climbed back up into the top 20. He's up to 15th place as Dale Jr. pulls alongside.
Guys, he was stuck back there in the back for a long time because everybody had pretty good tires. As the tires go off and the Hamlin package starts to kick in, that's where he shines.
And how he got back there on our last caution on lap 7. We started on lap 83. Roughly about 40 laps ago, he was penalized for speeding, leaving pit road, tailing the longest line. Restarted back in 40th position on lap 83.
Tony closing up on Mark Martin, who's the new driver of the Army Chevrolet this year. He'll share that ride with Regan Smith. First time in a couple of decades that Martin has been here in anything other than a Jack Roush Ford.
And look at what I'm seeing is once the handle goes off like Kyle Busch is right now, you better get it in pit road or it's going to break the ball. I mean, here he is. He was running up there with his brother running second. He's come off at turn 2, and there he is in the fence again. And if you don't get him to pit road and get some tires on there, he'll just drive it into the wall, and it won't be his fault.
And there, we know those guys run the high line because it's where the
I want to make some money.
but it doesn't give you much margin of error on the
I want to work my butt off, make some money for my YouTube channel.
Well, the good thing about the high line, the transition out of the banking down onto the straightaway.
I work from noon to noon.
Pit stops have begun. Carl Edwards, the first of the lead lap cars, on pit road. Krista?
Yeah, the 99 was the first car to come in. They're just looking to loosen it up just a little bit. They're putting in the fuel, and Carl Edwards is going to come off the track. Expect the rest of the leaders to come down here in the next lap or so.
There's Joe Nemechek, who moves from the 01 to the 13, still for the same team. Last year MB2 Motorsports, but now it's Ginn Racing. Kyle Petty's back in the race, and so is Scott Riddick. So all 43 starters are on the racetrack. First of the leaders to pit will be Matt Kenseth and Kevin Harvick.
Matt Kenseth, he has that very first pit box coming in, and he's able to get his stop done and then just focus on leaving. Chris?
Yeah, Matt is just complaining that his car does not have any get up and go. He's really surprised that it's not handling better based on the kind of car they had, so they're just making some slight adjustments. Matt?
One concern, the 29 team had possible damage to that right front fender after contact with the 5. The team told them it looks good. Trying to free this 29 car up. That car was the biggest complaint. They should fix with that.
Casey Kane completing his pit stop. His teammate Elliott Sadler also in.
Now you hear how he was revving the engine, Harvick in the 29 when he left pit road. That's the best thing you can do, because if they drop the jack and you kind of bog it down, you can break a transmission or a gear. That happened to him
in the dual race.
Exactly.
Look at the entrance to pit road. It's feeding time at the zoo. There's a dozen cars scrambling to get in the pit lane. Here's Steve.
No adjustments to the 66 Mike Jeff Green out of Owensboro, Kentucky, having a great run to front in the fifth position. 4 tires and fuel. Matt. Out of the previous caution, the 48 team had Jimmy Johnson come twice to try to check the toe. Meanwhile, the 8 of Dale Earnhardt Jr. is in. They were trying to get this race car back a little more on the tight side. Jr. said he felt like he burned off that right rear tire. It was just so loose.
Consider David Gilliland in, Yaley, Rudeman, Boris Said, Tony Raines, Montoya, Mike Wallace, and here come Jeff Burton, Martin Truex, Ricky Rudd, along with Kyle Busch, Tony Stewart, Greg Biffle, David Stremme, and Mark Martin to pit road. Kenny Schrader's in as well, along with Casey Mears and Bobby Labonte. Matt?
The guy that Jeff Burton liked running with under this past run was the one of Martin Truex. Burton says his car is good on the top down in 1 and 2, and the bottom down in 3 and 4. Slight air pressure adjustment. This 31 car seems to be really strong as the race progresses. You can see that wedge wrench in the back windows. They made that track bar adjustment.
4 tires and fuel for Stewart, for Stremme, for Mears and Labonte. These are green flag pit stops, and they come right around lap 126 and 7. Here's the leader, Kurt Busch, and Denny Hamlin, both on pit road together. Krista?
Yeah, let's start with Denny Hamlin. He said his car is just too tight on the exit of the turn. They're going to clean up a little bit. Meanwhile, our leader, Kurt Busch, some small adjustments. Left side air pressure and a wedge adjustment in the right rear. At first, they thought it was going to be a half round. Instead, 3/4 round. Just that much difference could be the difference in this race. Kurt Busch is down and away.
And here finally is Ryan Newman.
Not much. Just killing some time. He's doing some video work. That's about it. Just finishing up a stream. I started about almost 4 hours ago. Finishing it up. Waiting for the news to come out at noon. Watch the news at noon, and that's it. So yeah, the computer's working great right now. It's just surprising. The computer's working great, no problems, so that's good. So yeah, I finished up what I had to do today. So yeah, I might do some more stuff. But yeah, right now I'm just having some fun right now. He's finished up lunch. Waiting for some other things to happen. That's about it.
And he actually hit the commitment cone and knocked it out of place. That's the reason that he's getting that penalty.
Maybe he thought he'd knock it out of the way and he wouldn't know where it was supposed to be. He'd get away with the way thing.
So watching this old race, and that's it. Eventually, yeah. Eventually. I should be getting a new job soon, but I'm going to try looking for something this Friday. I'm going to look for something. This Friday, I got an appointment with someone to help me get a job. So I'm going to the job office this Friday to get me a job, maybe. So we'll see what happens. No. I'm not gonna get a job at a restaurant. I don't know where I'm gonna get a job at, but I'll see what happens. I'll see what happens. Wish YouTube could be income, but and YouTube's not gonna be income, but I wish it was. I don't know what I mean. I just hope the job I really want to. I mean, if I can get a job I really want, I want a job I can actually do. I don't want a warehouse job. I don't want to work at Walmart. I don't want to work at Sam's Club. I don't want to work like that. I mean, a hardware store maybe, but that's about it. Maybe a hardware store, but I don't know. Who knows?
To help improve alignment and promote better posture. The all-new X-Back from Copperfit, the most customizable support for relief of lower back pain you will ever wear.
So yeah, I don't know.
Your money back. Get yours now at getxback.com or call 1-800-416-6308. Order right now and your shipping is free. Copperfit. Feel the difference.
Yeah, we got that job I had before. I wish I kept that church job I had. I've been working there for over 10. I've been working there for years. But who knows what kind of job I might get.
Technology has just the right amount of shine and lasts up to 10 times longer than traditional dressings. Just wipe it on to get professional showroom shine without the greasy mess that stains on your vehicle. You can trust Cerakote's #1 selling family of products with over 60,000 5-star reviews. This is the best tire coating protectant you'll ever use, guaranteed. Buy today for under $20.
Precise designs. Subtle curves.
So a little bit, I'll get off in a little bit and do something else. But yeah, right now I'm just doing this for a little bit of fun.
Technology with 3 unique tread zones for unsurpassed traction in any weather. 5 leaders, 6 lead changes, just a couple of cautions so far, about 68 laps to go. Kurt Busch leading Ricky Rudd and Kyle Busch. Jeff Van, let's take a look at those most recent pit stops.
And we saw a lot of action as far as coming in the pit road, and some of it was good, some of it was bad. A lot of guys trying to get on pit road. You can see the tire smoke on the 19 car, locks it up just before they enter some pit road. And he wasn't the only one, Chris, that was doing that. Everybody's trying to get on pit road and make up some ground. Here comes the 41 car, Reed Sorensen. He's got right front locked up. But one of the big losers in this last round of pit stops was the 31 car of Jeff Burton. If you notice the jack man right there, Josh Yost, very slow, hopping around. He's had an ankle injury from a previous pit road incident. If you'll notice, they had to take him away back to the medical center. He is really in a lot of pain right now. That pit stop put Jeff way back in the back as far as he's back now in the 17th position.
Let's check in with Matt Yoakum. We'll have more. Matt?
Chris, speaking with a trainer for Richard Childress Racing, apparently when Josh went around the car, he felt something pop. They have tentatively diagnosed it as a popped calf muscle. So they're taking him to the infield care center to check that out for more.
Kurt Busch at the front of the field, not the front of this draft. David Gilliland a lap down just ahead of him. Burton back in the lead after pit stops. Ricky Rudd, the outside pole sitter in the 88, has popped up to second. Kyle Busch in the 5 is third. Johnny Sauter, Yellow Transportation number 70, is in the top 5 for the first time today. And the 11 of Denny Hamlin, 99 car efforts, 17 man kit, 7-car lead draft. Kevin Harvick is 8th. Tony Stewart up to 9th after a good stop. And David Strenning.
I'm off, guys.
And Johnny Sauter, that 70 car, he's a teammate to Jeff